Rock League tournament. Denny. push me down to the ground. What goes around comes around. You won't put the flame out, you can't get to me. Say what you wanna say, go take it all away. But I'm here to stay, no you can't get to me. And there is no barricade that I can tear away. Shoot me down, but fire away, away. But I'm a heavyweight, I'm a heavyweight, I'm a heavyweight, I'm a heavyweight.
Good evening, everyone.
What's
Welcome,
up, everybody?
welcome to the LFG's Impromptu Rocket League Tournament. So we're out here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
That's it, Brookline Boulevard.
Yep, we're out here at LFG's headquarters, I guess plaza. I don't know whatever you want to call it.
That's
But
it.
I'm your host Zach,
I'm Cujo Kate.
and yeah, we're gonna get into some tournaments. We have some interesting games for today, but we're actually down here, and we have LFG's all-night board game night. Well, we have a board game night tonight, and they have an annual, or sorry, what is it?
Yep.
Quarterly all night board game night down here, and that's what's hosting this event right now. And there's board game nights there's board games everywhere. You can see
Yeah.
some behind us over here. We got everyone playing. Everyone's like having a good time.
It's a great land center. People can meet up here. They can play board games, card games, and then they have a virtual reality in the back. You can play a whole different types of console games and computer games also. They have some impromptu tournaments going on, and we're going to be getting into this whole Rocket League action pretty soon. It's soccer with cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not by no means an expert of Rocket League, but I've played games here and there. It should be a fun tournament. We have some interesting characters. We have some interesting matchups. There's a lot of skill gaps and a lot of different things going on here and there.
You know, and speaking about skill, we have this fantastic handmade trophy here. So you can see the Rocket League car and the soccer ball, and this was handmade and hand painted by Denny. And it's pretty awesome. You can see all the hard work that they put into this.
Yeah, Denny's
So,
one of our competitors in the match, so we'll get to see him play tonight. We'll probably should we get into the brackets a little bit?
yep, go
like
right
now?
ahead.
So we actually have a single elimin. We'll talk a little bit about the structure. So it's a double elimination single game bracket. So they'll be competing back and forth. The losers will go into a bracket. A side. I don't know if I don't want to put this up here, but we have what is it? 16? No, 2, 4. We have 6 teams tonight that are going to be playing, and it should be. I don't know. I don't know how long games would take in between matches, but we should be able to get into it. The first matchup. Actually, do you want to read? Should we read off all the teams and then get into the matchup?
Sure, yeah, we've got some crazy named teams here. We're going to be starting off first with the Paisley Panthers versus the Blue Pandas.
And then the other teams that we have, so match 2 would be the Massive Moles versus the Angry Armadillos.
Then, depending on who's going to be winning those matches, they are going to be fighting against the Smelling Octopods and the Hungarian Sloths.
Yeah, so the result of the what is it? Paisley Panthers or Paisley? I can't. Sorry, the Panthers versus the Pandas will be facing off against the Octopods, and I love these team names. Actually, Denny was talking about how it's kind of like Legends of Hidden Temple, like the team names there. I love how we actually have the team structured right now.
Yeah. But also, regarding the whole LFG in Pittsburgh, it had started back in 2015 and been going strong ever since. With the whole Rocket League, they are going to be doing a quarterly online tournament. And the winners of that are going to be, I believe, brought into Pittsburgh, and they're going to be staying in a hotel.
Yep.
And then they are going to be competing in the finals at Replay FX, and that is the world's It's the world's largest pinball tournament.
Pinball tournament. And that so there's actually paying for, I think, again, this is all word of mouth, so don't take this as where final say. But yeah, they're hosting paying for the replay tickets, the final 4, and also hosting their boarding.
Yeah.
So you get to come out to Pittsburgh, play in the replay tournament,
Yeah.
possibly play in the Rocket League tournament there, depending on how you compete and how you do.
Yeah.
But that's another big event coming up here in August. So Replay FX, if you need more details of all this, it's all available on LFG's site at lfgpgh.com.
Yep.
You can
check
get
out
all
the
the details
website.
about everything we've just talked about in Replay FX and all of the fun stuff that's actually happening there.
Right. In Replay FX, that's such a great it's a great pinball competition, but at the same time, there's a lot of classic games there, pinball games, arcade games, all kinds of stuff. They had computer, PC setups and everything. They had fighting games were there. I think we had a Tekken competition, an Overload competition.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really good.
There was a lot of different games throughout there, and they also had some bands playing too.
They did.
So there's a
yeah,
lot
live
of fun
music.
stuff at Replay.
Yeah.
Like I know they had stations that were running up all up and down the convention center
Right.
that had okay, and then they basically had stuff all up and down the convention center that were computers that you could play any game that you wanted. So you could just log in and play League of Legends, Dota, whatever your game of choice is,
Yeah.
and then play from there. And yeah, like she said, like Kate said, there was a lot of tournaments that went underway too. And it
Yeah.
wasn't like your stereotypical tournaments that need to be bigger games. There was fun games here. I forget what was the one that was a Tetris play. I can't remember what it
Oh,
was
I
called.
don't know.
But
Yeah.
anyways, there was one like that. Like she said, there's fighting games. Everyone just has fun at replay.
Yeah.
It's
You
a good
know, and the
time.
crazy thing also is before you get into the whole pinball arcade room, which is huge, it's a convention center size room, it's massive. Just outside that is a whole area strictly for board games and card games.
That's right.
So if you like to play Magic the Gathering, you know, anything like that, you can play those before you get into the actual like electronic competition room.
It's actually fun that you said that. There was actually a big huge game of Ultimate Werewolf.
Oh, yeah?
There was like 15 people that were all sitting around. So that's some of the fun stuff that we actually got into. It's
Yeah.
tough to manage a lot of the personalities and the stuff like that. But yeah, it looks like I think we're about to get into our first match.
Okay, here we
correct?
go.
So this is
Off
the
to Rocket League.
Paisley Panthers versus the Blue Pandas.
All right, purple versus orange. Let's go. What are we gonna have here? We got the van.
Yeah, it looks like we got to figure out. I'm not actually familiar with what team is who. Let me see if I can figure out names here.
All right.
I'm not sure what team color is who, so I'm gonna make some assumptions here. So let's see. I can't read their name. LFG, Rocket League. No. Okay, they're just yeah. Anyways, we'll just commentate. John, do we know who's who? I need to know who's who. Okay, Panthers are pink.
Okay.
And the Pandas are orange. Okay. So it looks like we're getting into the start of the game here. There's a little bit that's happened, but nothing too crazy. Purple's off to a good start. We'll actually have the commentary that are switching randomly between these characters. We won't have anyone actually controlling these. But they're getting back through. Looks like the Pandas, the ball is going back in the 50-50 marker right here.
All right, we're having a little bit of a difficult time. Looks like no one has scored just yet. Right now, it seems that the Pink Panthers have been having access to the soccer ball a little bit more than the orange has. We are having a little bit of passing here between the pink team.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's trying to push it back and forth. The Panthers actually have a shot on the Pandas goal
Here we
right now,
go!
and there we go.
Yes!
That's the first score. The Panthers have scored against the Pandas, so that's 1-0
That
with
is
3
it.
minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. There's plenty of time. The Pandas can definitely bring it back in this, but right off the bat, we got some first blood in the water, right?
First goal goes to those Pink Panthers.
So let's see who gets the first touch on the ball. It's not really that important, but everyone oh, it looks like everyone slides to the middle and the ball just stays still.
All right, orange heading to the wall.
The Pandas have it on the Panthers side right now. It looks like they're trying to get a shot on the goal, but it's going back and forth. Can't
Missing
really
that
see the
soccer ball. Okay, here we go. Soccer ball's at the opposite corner here. We have Pink Panther is chasing it down, passes.
Oh, nice save by the
Good save.
Pandas. They actually got it out of there, and now they have a breakaway onto the Panthers' goal. And the ball's still up in the air. Looks like they're going over it. Let's see if they can get a shot on the goal. But there is the Panthers that are playing defense right now. And they just missed the ball.
That's it. Ball stuck midfield. Pink Panther heading it down, might get a second goal, and that's it. Okay, that is 2 for the Pink Panthers.
The Panthers are running away with it right now. There's still plenty of time left. There's not the end of the game anymore, but they are getting a nice lead on it. We'll see if the Pandas can bring it back and actually get some points on the board. I'd like to see something, so it's not necessarily a shutout.
Yeah, we've got 3 minutes left to go, folks. All right, we're going to use that.
Oh, there goes the shot. Let's see. Oh, there's a nice save by
That's really good.
the Pandas.
All
Still
right,
on the Pandas side, though.
ball
They're still in
bounces
danger.
off the back wall.
Well,
Rolling
run.
towards the corner.
Nice save. Panthers get it, clear the ball. It's going back into the middle of the court. Looks like they might have a shot onto the Pandas' goal, but they break it off to the left a little bit. Nice save. They're pushing it back, trying to clear that ball out of their zone. Pandas are trying to get all this.
Trying
There
to
we
work
go,
this
another
ball
shot
out
on
of
the goal.
midfield. Okay, orange pushes it a little bit out of the way. Good block there by the Orange Pandas.
Oh, I lost it. We didn't have the angle on it, but it looks like Panthers get another storm forward. Let's see if we can see
Yeah,
this react.
good
Nice
pass,
bump
and
right over top, right into the goal. Pandas need to pick it up. They're getting kind of shut out right now.
Yeah, we better start worrying about some of the pressure that the Pink Panthers are having here on the Orange Pandas. They're struggling a little bit.
So the Panthers are actually some of the. This is Coy and Kyle on the Pandas or the Panthers team.
Ooh.
Pandas is also the other Kyle and Becca. So the Becca.
Uh-oh, this might be it. Another and okay, the Panthers are 4, Pandas 0.
4-0 on the clock with 2 minutes left. Looks like the Panthers are running away with this one. There still is a little bit of time, but the Pandas have to regroup and actually get some points on the board to even make this a competition anymore.
Yeah, right now, man, those Panthers are looking real clutch. And we have the ball is now in the Panthers' territory. We're going to go up the wall, hit the ball towards the midfield.
It's on the Panthers' side. The Pandas are trying to. Oh, the Panthers score on themselves.
Panthers, what are you doing? Okay.
5 of the points were scored by the Pandas, by the Panthers, in 1 even. Oh no! I take that back. I lied. That was actually I don't know who it was, but the Pandas stuck in there and got a touch on it.
Yeah, that was it. Okay, well,
From the
we are
first
on
angle.
the board. A 1 goal for the Orange Pandas.
Oh, straight in. Pandas will get another one.
That's it.
That's what they need to come back. It's 1 minute 51 on the clock, and they're closing the gap. There was just a straight shot, missed the save for that one.
That
Panthers
was
just
it.
were asleep.
Orange Pandas using their boost. Gets the ball down the center of the field, gets that goal.
Oh my gosh, so let's see
All
what
right,
happens
minute
now.
51 left.
We do have a game. Down 50-50 marker, ball flies up into the air. It looks
That's
like
it.
someone's
Who's
going to
gonna
try to get a
get
touch
this?
to get a shot on the goal. The Panthers are running. They're going to try to
Woo,
tap
gets
it.
the juggle.
The shot
Anybody going to
just-
get that pass?
Oh,
Go-
there's
no,
a runaway with
Orange.
the Pandas. Let's see if they can clear it. Yeah, the Panthers got a clear on the ball. It's now on the Pandas side of the board, or the field rather, I should say.
All right, we are racing down the field, trying to get the ball. Looks like the Orange Panda has it.
Panthers are trying to clear it again. Panthers are taking the shot on it. They bounce it up. Then there it goes. The
Right off
Panthers
the
got
wall.
a clear on that. Now they're making a run with it. I wish I knew who was in each of the, like, who was the man and who was who. I
Okay,
didn't call
looks like
names.
the Pink Panther has access to the soccer ball and scores against the Orange Pandas. That is 5-2. Minute 8 left on the clock.
There we go. So now they're taking a run away with it. The Pandas had a good shot. They still have a minute 8 left on it. They
That
have to
was
get
it.
3 quick points to even tie the game. Otherwise, they will be going into the loser's bracket.
And they used that upper left-hand angle of the goal, too. Man, it
Oh, there's a miss.
Ooh. Oh, that was really close. All
Just
right,
scraped it.
1 minute left, guys.
Let's see what happens now. They did get the boost, so now he's back up to 100%. He's shooting. He got a shot on the goal. Let's see if it bounces off and they can tap it in. Let's see. It's close. And they just missed it, and it back up, and here it goes. That's 6-2 for the Panthers. The Panthers are running away with it. That looks like it might be the game. I'm
Wow,
not sure.
Panthers just got that one in. It was so close.
The man just took it a little bit,
That's one of those scramble moments,
Yeah,
you
just
know?
get one of those,
Everyone
like,
goes, ah.
pop it in. Oh, there
He's
goes
real
the pop
nervous.
up over. It's shot on the goal. They have an opportunity, but the Pandas definitely they don't capitalize on that. Now the Panthers turn to try to score. They're running it down
Try
the
to get
court.
it off that back wall.
There we go. They tried to go it, and they might pump it in
Oh,
there.
watch
7-2.
out. Could be a better goalie than that there.
Seems like the Pandas aren't putting someone on defense. If you notice that the Panthers, what they were doing, the band was staying back. It was actually playing defense, like
Right.
actually a goalie, and then capitalizing whenever the ball would go loose.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some of the strategies, obviously, you see well, in basics.
You know, and then in a
Yeah.
case like that, you want to sort of spread out when moving, moving around the field a little bit more. But it looks like the Pink Panthers definitely have a better aspect of how to play. So we have a pass going down the field.
There we go. So nice. It does look like we were actually able to get. We're trying to capture the. But we actually were able to see that the man was idle. So that's nice that
Right, what are we going to have here? Oh, is that? Oh man, that was a pass going across the net.
and one, and that looks like it's gonna be the
Ah.
game. The Panthers take it away. The full. Let's see the Paisley Panthers. Paisley, yeah.
Yeah, Paisley
Paisley.
Panthers get the
Take
win.
There you go. The
That's
Pandas.
wild.
The Pandas had a rough run. They did get 2 quick scores there at the probably in the middle of the match,
Mhm.
roughly around there. But the Panthers took away. What was the final score on that? Let's note that down.
I think it was 7-2. That was it.
So it was
7-2.
7-2 by the end, and now they will be moving on to. They will be the match after this next one.
Yeah.
They will be facing the Octopods. But right now, our second match, and we'll see when we're getting ready to go with that, would be the Massive Moles versus the Angry Armadillos.
Mhm.
Those two, let's see who's on those ones as well. So that would be Steven and Denny. So Denny was the person who
Creator of this trophy here.
creator of the
It's
trophy.
wild.
And then the Massive Moles is Drew and Brayton. Brayton is one of the people who works here at LFG, and Steven is actually one of the members here at LFG as well.
Yeah.
So there's some fun matches. Funny enough, Steven and Denny. Oh, and Drew is also a member. Everyone's a member here. So the next matchup is Massive Moles versus Angry Armadillos.
Mhm.
And that would be match 2.
And speaking one more time, thank goodness for Looking for Group, allowing us to have this impromptu Rocket League tournament. And LFG had started back in 2015. It's a space that everyone can come here and play board games, card games, PC, and regular system games and everything. Everybody just meets up, has a good time.
It's a
And
fun
it's in
space.
Brookline, Pittsburgh.
It's also a collab, so you can actually
Yeah.
come out if you need a space to work and some quiet space during the evening or day or whatever else. But yeah, so we definitely have our next match. I don't know if we were able to get the little helper down at the bottom, but that was actually really nice to see that they were Kyle or whoever the
Yeah.
matchups was, so I can actually talk through that. But yeah, I'm excited to see the next matchup.
Yeah.
We'll see what it goes, but right now let's actually fill in the brackets so that we keep track of this. But
In Rocket League itself, actually, that was developed and published back in 2015 also. It's on all the systems, so PS4, Xbox One, the PC, and it's also on Nintendo Switch. It was published and developed by Sonic. So, yeah, it's just basically it's a soccer game with cars on steroids. It's
Yeah.
wild. It's pretty cool.
It's
It's a pretty
interesting
cool game.
because of how the physics work in these games like this that are very very accurate. And by no
Yeah.
means if I'm expert at Rocket League, let me set the baseline there. But I definitely have had fun playing it. I know there's a lot more advanced tactics to this. I watched a couple of the
Yeah.
actual advanced plays, and you can see those guys that can take the ball and juggle it through the
Right.
air and then tap it in. These are fun matches here, so we're actually this is not by any means like to the MLG level, and we're not MLG commentators for that, but.
But
Yeah.
they're saying, yeah, the guys that really know what they're doing, they are able to pass the ball back and forth, with a lot of
Control.
proximity.
Yeah.
And then there's some sort of ability when you flip the car. Something happens when you do flips.
Yeah, I think
Something
that just
changes.
it makes you go faster. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure that actually it's like almost like a dash. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So instead of you
Yeah.
driving straight to tap it, you can dash and flip things so that the way your car hits the angle, you can almost do like a flip or tap it in certain ways by controlling your car in different angles.
Yeah, they were. I was reading like a rundown of everything, and they were like, you have to really know what you're doing to do flips, and then you're supposed to use the walls. You're
Yeah.
supposed to go up the wall and then kind of do a flip off the wall. And I was like, oh my god, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then if you use all of the boosts, then no one else on your team can use the boosts.
Yeah, they do have a cooldown timer that you have to basically take into consideration,
Yeah.
and that's what actually accelerates through, and you're able to use the boost for that. But I would love to see if we can see some teams here. I don't know
Yeah.
who or what, but I would love to see some teams that are actually setting each other up, where one's controlling the ball, putting it in the front, and the other's tapping it in.
Right.
I would love to see if we can get some team members. We did see one. I think one of the goals, one of the 7 or 9 that we saw the
Yeah.
last game was like that. But there's definitely a lot of control and a flexibility of this game.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
But yeah, we're getting into well. Let's see where we get into.
This
We
is
don't
sort
have
of like, I think, Pong on steroids. It's
yeah,
you
I guess
know,
to some level, right?
but it involves a teammate.
Yeah.
It's almost like a 3D Pong with a teammate.
hmm
It's
And they
neat.
definitely
It's pretty
have
cool.
different variations too. This is just a 2v2 tournament, right?
Yeah.
There's obviously 3v3 and 1v1, and the strategies change if you have another member on your team or one less. Like if you're 1v1, it's kind of someone gets a fast break on you, you're not going to catch back up to them unless you have boost or whatever else. 2v2, you can kind of play the attacker, the defender,
Yeah.
and 3v3, you can have 2 attackers, 1 defenders, or 2 controls. I don't know exactly all the positions, but I would assume it's something similar to that. And we did see the Panthers kind of playing that strategy where,
Right.
where someone was sitting back and just waiting to save the ball so that it's just not an open goal. Otherwise,
Yeah.
the other team bumps it, it flies across the map, and there's no way you can stop
And
it.
that's basically it. You can definitely tell, people that are more comfortable, more comfortable in playing and everything. And it's definitely neat to see. It's a fun game.
Yeah,
All right, here we go. Massive Moles is orange.
All right, we're getting into the game number 2. Massive Moles versus Armadillos.
And the pink Armadillos.
Armadillos are purple, moles are orange. So we'll be able to do it from there. And it does look like we have names,
Nice.
which is amazing. Little Steam notification. But we're getting into the game. Let's see, we have Armstrong, Stinger. Oh, okay.
Nope.
We're not getting into the game. We have a little bit of difficulties. We got to remake the match. We had some mess up. But they're changing the cars. So there you go. Look at that car. Look,
Yeah.
that's another thing that's part of the
Pretty
game.
cool.
It's really cool. You can customize your car pretty well.
And that is.
And there's also weight class. I think there's weight classes.
Oh,
You're
wow.
wrong.
Really?
I could
That's
be
pretty
wrong on
neat.
that. I would assume the van is heavier than
Yeah.
taller. Okay, so there
Tall.
is some element to different car types. There's not masses, but there's height differences. So they're getting into the game. I think this. Are they getting started here? Yeah, it looks
Here
like
we
we're into their
go.
game. 3, 2, 1, and we're about to get off. So,
5 minutes, and we are ready to go.
so
Hey, we are still staying in midfield here.
just to recap, the orange team is the moles, and the
Great defense here by the Armadillos.
purple is the armadillos. So we're getting into it. Let's see where they get to. It looks like Steven is back on defense, watching the board here. Nice save by the moles. Armadillos are taking a shot on the goal. It's set up. Let's see if they can tap it in. He's waiting to pump it in, and just get cleared by the
Oh,
right
right
after
back.
I said that, it comes right back in.
Bounce right back in. Okay, so the Purple Armadillos, first goal on the board.
Come to start here. This would be just to recap. The Armadillos are Trophy.
All right, so looks like Armadillos pushing soccer ball down the field and being super aggressive. Oh, and they get another one. All right, that is
Armadillos get another
other
one.
goal on the orange.
Looks like
So what are we going to have here?
Steven's up. We're watching Steven right now. He jumps in, takes the ball onto the old side of the field. See, he might be set up for a shot here. He tries to tap it in, and he does.
Oh,
Just
got a
misses it.
shot right through the center. That is it. 1-4 by the Purple Armadillos. Man, they are extremely good at their, yeah.
You can see
You know,
that these
their
two have
attack
played
methods
together.
are just really on point. You know, they're good at passing with each other.
He's going backwards.
Oh.
He tries to make a play. He's a little bit of BM in the back to there, but he does try to save it. There he goes. Denny clears it. Brayton's looking to capitalize on this. He's running back to play defense to get into goal. He's jumping. He's going to try to make a shot. He does clear the ball. Now it's on the Armadillo side of the field.
All right, that's it. Armadillos stuck in defensive mode here, trying to ball back now to the orange Moles corner. What do we have here? Think Bob.
He's going to try to go
Stuck
for this
on the
ball right here.
ball.
Let's see if he can get it.
Ooh, there's cars flying everywhere.
Does miss the ball on that one. Let's see if we can tap it back. There, do clear it. There we go. Moles get it out of there, but Steven's going to try to capitalize on it. He does
Oh,
take a
this
shot.
might be it. No, just misses right corner of the goal.
Does go for that aerial there. Steven does miss it, but
Ball
back to clear.
heading right down to center midfield.
There we go. So Drew's looking, he's trying to get a shot on it, he's lining it up, but then Steven does get the clear on running with it. Drew just misses the save there. Setting up for his teammate, and there they go.
Oh, just misses. Oh my gosh. Okay, we just missed the pass. All right, ball heading towards the center of the field once again. The Pink Armadillos moving it towards the center.
Steven does try to set his teammate up. Look, the Bulls have a run here. They do miss it. They set it up. Let's see if they can bounce
Right
it
through
in.
the center of the goal, and that's it. Okay.
The Bulls are now on the board. 1-3 on the scoreboard scored here. Look at this setup right off the top. This is what I was talking about. The teammate setting it in. Didn't get the full replay, but they did get that setup when one teammate found the block. That's what everyone's looking for right now. Oh, right over the top.
Spits it down. Oh, just this is it on the left-hand side of the goal.
Just a little wide left on that. They're going to try to set it up again. Look, but Steven does get the clear. Does bounce it across. No one's there to capitalize on it, though.
Jeez.
So let's see where they do with this. Now the Steven is still driving backwards. I know he does have a lot of ball control on this. He's trying to set it up for Denny, but does bounce it, just missing it.
Pass to the left-hand corner of
Steven's trying to get back on defense, but misses it. They have an open shot on the goal, but they will be contested here. See if they can bounce it in.
Right down the corner.
Nice, Denny does clear. Steven is still going backwards. That seems to be his clutch move there.
Oh, right past the center of the goal again.
Just
missed.
Moles now in a bad spot. Steven takes the runs with it.
Oh, here we go. Open net. What are we going to have?
They do clear it. Steven
Great
banks it back to
there
Denny.
by the Moles.
Denny has the shot. Nope.
Pushing it down the center. Okay, it's blocked by the Armadillos.
Banks it up. He is setting up Denny. Denny tries to make the shot.
Oh, just
and
missed.
there it goes.
That's it. All right.
Denny
Purple
is getting the
Armadillos.
score on that. That is 4-1 for the...
Yep.
Yeah, Armadillos.
And we have roughly 2.5 left on the clock.
Oh, they do get a shot on it and just misses it. Clips
What
outside.
happened?
Barely misses it. They had an open shot on it. They still have a chance to bank it in right now. But
Oh my god. Okay, the center of the net. It's a free-for-all.
Steven does get the clear on it. But the Moles get it back onto the Armadillo's side of the field. But there they go. They get it
Okay,
clear.
great defense there by the Purple Armadillos, trying to work it down the field. And we have Orange Mole.
And he's setting up Steven here, but they do get
Great
it
block.
clear.
Okay, we are juggling it down the field. We have 1 minute left remaining. Down across the corner, pass to the center.
So defense, he does pop it up to get a little bit more control on it. Steven's trying to set it up into the middle of the field to get it across. Moles need to get back on defense.
Oh,
The
this
shot
is
is
it.
on it.
All right, right in the center of the goal.
5-1 for the Armadillos. The Moles are falling a lot behind here. They have 44 seconds to get 4 points to even get it into overtime. 5 points. Let's see what they can do here. Steven's back on defense. They don't really need to do much to play defense right now. They don't need to score. Moles need to score. So let's see who tries to do what here.
Trying to get that soccer ball off of the wall, out of the corner.
He does run it down the side. It does get the clear. The ball is floating in the air. Denny has a shot on the net.
30 seconds left on the clock. Here we go. Boost into the lower right-hand corner.
He backs on it, flips it right over the top of the Moles, right into the net. Look at this. Right over the top. Oh, right over the side, sorry. He flipped over the top. Oh my gosh.
That is
6-1.
it. Purple Armadillos with a strong lead over the Orange Moles. Okay, going up the wall. And we are
Moles
shooting
get
the
Moles-
ball down to the Mole territory.
Let's see if the Armadillos can clear this out. Or the Moles can clear this out. The
10
Armadillos are
seconds.
trying to capitalize. They don't really need to. The Armadillos are just having fun at this point. They're like, we have 6 points. Let's just play. Let's try to do some skill shots. And that is going to be the game. It is the angry Armadillos pulling away with it. So let's
All
write
right.
that down, and they will be competing
Armadillos
against
6.
the Hungarian Sloths next time. And our next game, our game 3, will be the Octopods versus the Panthers.
Ooh.
What was the final score
That
of this?
was Armadillos 6, Moles 1.
Armadillos 6, Moles 1.
Man, that was crazy. That was a whole lot of free-for-alls there. Everybody was sort of flying all over the place. It was crazy.
Yeah.
People were driving backwards,
So we definitely
going
saw
upside down.
a lot of more advanced tactics on that one. You could see a lot of people were having more control in the air, and
Yes.
people were playing more strategies and setting each other up. So the more we get into some of these games, the more you might see some little bit of hints of advanced
Right.
play, right? But yeah, I mean, you could definitely see the coordination between Steven and Denny. They definitely were
Yeah.
were messing around there, having a little bit of fun with them. Steven was driving backwards, scoring
Yeah.
some goals backwards. But yeah, they definitely had a lot of
And you could
control on
definitely
it.
see too in the angles that they were scoring those goals. They knew what they were doing. They knew when to hit the boost. They knew when to use the back wall, when the ball would bounce back. And there were a lot of great passes across the open net,
Yeah.
So it was good stuff. Solid stuff by the Armadillos.
The Moles definitely had some saves there too. There were some nice saves
Yeah.
that they were able to clear it. Denny and Steven were taking some crazy shots across the field. They were able to clear the ball a little bit with that stuff. But the Moles just kind of lost it.
It was the
the
pressure.
Armadillos.
It
I
was
keep
the
wanting to say
constant
Panthers.
pressure.
The Armadillos are running away with it. So the next ones are the Smelly Octopods versus the Paisley Panthers.
The Paisley
So Panthers versus Octopods,
That
game
is
3.
it.
This should be a good matchup if I'm correct. The Octopods have Jim and George, and Jim is one of our best Rocket League players here. So
Wow.
we should expect to see some interesting stuff from the Octopods.
Yeah.
But also the Panthers they had not a shutout, but they ran away with their game. It was 7-2 Panthers versus Pandas. So we'll have to see what ends up happening with that.
And
I
that's going
expect
to
it
be
a good matchup.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good match. But the funny thing is, the Smelly Octopods are going to be starting out cold. They didn't get a warm up like Paisley Panthers did. So the thing is that, I know with us with fighting games and everything, sometimes when you've got a couple of matches and you're warmed up, and your timing is good, and then the next thing you know, you might have to, sit for a little while, and then you're thinking, I'm starting to get cold.
Yeah. I mean,
So I can't help but wonder what's going to happen here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got to think. They probably haven't played. I would assume they haven't played today. I'm not sure. This is definitely, like I said, the LFG's impromptu Rocket
Yeah.
League tournament. So a lot of these people are probably coming out cold. But
They're going to have a good 3 minutes to figure out what the hell they're going to do.
Yeah, and at least it is double elimination. So even if they do flop, they
like,
do have a chance to run
we'll
back.
figure this out as fast as we can.
Yeah, but
Don't let that
assume
guy score.
it's like riding a bicycle, right? I'm
Yeah.
sure they get right back into it to take a
they'll
little
be
bit
ready.
and they'll run with it.
We will be ready to go.
So I think what we'll do is I'm talking about the tournament bracket right now. Right now we're in the losers are obviously going into the losers bracket. I think we'll play all of the regular tournament brackets and then jump into the games of the other ones.
Ooh.
Looks like we got a little prop now. What is this? Anyways.
All right.
Yeah. So now we got some props for the the actual cast. But yeah, so I want to talk a little bit more about the match in general.
Mhm.
And I think we should go into more detail on some of these matches. But it looked like a lot of the back and forth, the camaraderie. You definitely saw that some of the guys are better working. Yep, Panthers versus Octopods.
Yep.
But yeah, you can see some people have innate synergies. Maybe they've played together before.
Yes.
I know Denny and Steven have.
You can
I'm not
definitely
sure.
tell these people have either played together or they've played against each other. So they know how to sort of work with each other's strengths and weaknesses.
I think you're definitely correct on the playing against each other. I definitely think those two are now teammates, but they were rivals.
Yes.
So it's funny to see them getting back into it and have to work together on it,
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm excited to see this next matchup. I think it's going to be a good one. We have Panthers. Who's on the Panthers again? The Panthers are Coy and Kyle, and they had a good showing. They definitely had some team synergy, but we do have that powerhouse, that juggernaut, Jim.
That's
Jim
right.
is the good player. Let's see if he can run with it.
And he has been playing for quite a while.
Yeah, and George gave himself a rating from a 1 to scale of 1.5. So that 0.5 I expect to come into play a little bit,
He will be ready. And this is an impromptu Rocket League tournament. We are at LFG, and that is looking for group in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, specifically Brookline Boulevard. And and this is, a really good time. I'm Cujo Kate.
This is Zach, speaking third person. No, it's definitely a good place. There's fun games. They have a lot of events here. To name them all would be impossible. So I encourage anyone who's interested in learning more about LFG again to go to lfg.pgh.com, and you'll see a lot of their events and their different things. One of which is again board game night, which is what we're having tonight. There's so many people here. There's people just looking. We have this impromptu stand set up. We have like people are walking around us. So. It's funny to see everything.
It's just good times all over. There's all kinds of electronic games, board games, card games, and then people are bringing in, some snacks, drinks.
Yeah, and there's some drinks here too.
Yeah.
So you can buy your own. There is some nights that are actually BYOB. So this is 21 friendly on certain nights. Obviously, there is kids hours so that there's um, that you can bring your kids in and,
Yeah.
and play video games because this is definitely the place for it.
But we are playing Rocket League, and it's basically, hyped up soccer game using souped up cars by Sonics. It was developed, like we said, in 2015, took off. There's a great scene and tournaments for it. It's on the Xbox, PlayStation 4, Nintendo, and it's all over the PC.
Yeah, it's pretty much on any console that you would want to play.
Mhm.
There's a lot of fun to it too. It's definitely one of those games that you don't really need to have any. There's not really a barrier of entry, right? Like anyone can pick up the controller or the
Yeah.
keyboard and mouse and play and have fun. So you don't have to be doing these advanced tricks. You can just, if you want to play soccer, compete with your friends a little bit and get a little
And
bit a
that's
little
it.
competition going. You can just pick it
Yeah.
up and play. Um, so it's definitely easy, and there's not a big barrier and a barrier to entry on this one.
But if you are going to be thinking about higher level competition, there are going to be quarterly online competitions that LFG is going to be having. And over time, the winners of those competitions will be flown to Pittsburgh, and there will be housing. And you will compete in Replay FX's pinball tournament. It's the largest pinball tournament in the world, and there's going to be a Rocket League finals for that.
Yeah, and that should be a big showing too. I think Replay has thousands of people that attend every year. I mean, it's huge. Like she said, it's it's the biggest pinball tournament in the world that
Yes.
I'm familiar with. Um, and yeah, it's a good time. There's good people, a lot of stuff to do. You never get bored at Replay. Like you can spend the whole day there just finding like having fun.
Oh, yeah.
And they actually have this interesting. There's a lot of retro games there too.
There is.
So there's
Yeah.
a whole section just dedicated to like having a GameCube here or an
Yeah.
NAS or the old PlayStation.
And it's like a 3-day thing.
Yeah.
It's 3 days, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a massive event.
Yeah.
You can get the whole pass to come out, and
Yeah.
that's actually located at the David L. Lawrence Convention Center in
Right.
Pittsburgh.
It's
So
huge.
it's right in downtown. There's actually a hotel attached to the convention center if you
Right.
need to stay there. If not, downtown has so many
Yeah.
places to stay.
You
And
know,
everything's
and
within walking distance.
and it's like, you have all the classic arcade games there, recent arcade games there, computer games, console games. There's live bands, classic comic books, all kinds of Comic Con kind of stuff, cosplayers, and they had a bouncy house.
Oh yeah, they did. They had I forgot they actually had a bouncy house, and they also had there was like a almost like a sparring thing that you were standing
Oh,
on
I
like
didn't
these
see
blow up
that.
mat. That was not last year. It was the year before that. You
Ah,
had to basically joust with people
yeah,
with the thing.
that's pretty cool.
So it was really nice. It's super fun. So there's more to do than just video games or board games or whatever else you need
Yeah.
to. And it's funny actually. Yeah, they did have a cosplay tournament or
Yeah.
competition as well. Yeah,
It's
like you
sort
said.
of like Chuck E. Cheese on steroids. Really?
A
Yeah,
lot of
when you
games,
think
yeah.
about it, except without the animatronics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
And
It's
every
good.
year it gets bigger is the crazy thing.
Yeah.
So every year it just almost gets upped and upped and upped and upped. And now, like I think last year was one of the first years that they had actually like live tournament play. I think there was
Yeah.
some here and there other than the pinball tournament. The pinball tournament is the main event, right?
Yeah.
Some serious contenders come out for that. That is the main thing of Replay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It's
But yeah.
definitely pinball focused more than anything else.
yeah. So
Yeah.
if you are a big pinball lover, you probably already know of it.
And I'm
honestly.
saying there's probably 300 pinball machines there.
Oh, there's more than that.
More than
There's
that.
thousands, yeah.
Yeah. There's
Right?
like,
I mean, you think
It's
about the racks are definitely like lines are 50, and there's plenty of them, and
Yeah.
there's maybe not thousands. There's probably
it's
Definitely
it's
hundreds.
it's enough to fill
Actually-
a full convention center. At least half of that convention center is pinball machines itself.
yeah.
And then there's a huge section for the classic arcade games, more recent arcade games, And I was surprised at how many Japanese games there were there.
That's what I was just gonna mention.
And
actually,
then DDR machines.
yeah,
I was like, yeah.
they
it
had a
was
lot
good.
of those. There was like there's some of those games that are actually like you throw the plastic balls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There was a lot of just
Sort of like
variety.
the carnival kind of. Yeah.
it's funny too, because like there's some people that are oh, and actually I'll hold that thought. We are getting into the next
Ooh,
match. This is the
starting up.
Octopods versus the Panthers. Um,
Looks like it's the purple smelly
the
octopods.
purple, yeah, purple is Octopods, and the Panthers are orange this time. They were purple last time, so apologize if I messed that up. So we're
Alright.
looking at Jim right now. He's the man of the hour here. Let's see if we can see some crazy plays. He is playing defense. He does fly out, get a nice clear. Now he's going for a run on it. Let's see if he can bank it over.
All right.
And look,
Whoa, got the pass. What do we have?
he just lets it go in.
Oh, it's so close. We're going to force it through into the corner. Purple Octopods get the first
Wow.
goal.
18 seconds into the match, and they've already scored. He's living up to the hype. He's able to dink that just right in there. Let's get that tab.
Ooh, we got a balloon and a unicorn horn. Let's go.
Jim does fly back and play a little bit of defense. Let's see if he can clear the ball and go for a run. This is probably going to be a strategy all night. Yep.
All right.
Gets that clear. Now he's going to run with it. Probably bank it over. There we go. He's
Off
already
the
got a
wall.
shot straight
Oh,
into the goal.
It's going to be it.
This is going to be a game right here.
All right. 2 for the smelly octopods.
29 seconds into the match, 2-0. The Octopods are off to a crazy start. Let's see what happens here. We're jumping to Kyle's view
Pressure
now.
is on for the Panthers.
He's got the Bob the Builder construction hat on his car right now. Let's see if we can do that.
Okay, we are going off the wall towards the center of the goal. Great block there by the Orange Panthers.
Panthers look like they're going to try to make a shot on it. Jim is back playing defense on this. He does try to pop it up, but Kyle's watching that. He sees it.
Oh.
Does clear, just
Ooh,
misses it.
missed. Oh, no.
They get a shot, and there it goes
Oh,
in.
no, roll. Right back into the goal.
Octopods running with it.
Octopod.
I think the Panthers need to evaluate. Let's see if
4
we can get
minutes.
some strategies going here.
Man, looks like that. Is that an elf? Elf driving that car?
Oh,
What
no,
the
that's
heck?
like a little alien.
Oh, nice.
See what
Got
happens.
a little gun and everything. All right, we are working the ball down the field.
See if George can get the tap. We are looking at him right now.
Oh, here we go.
And the Panthers are on the board. They're saying, no, we're not going to get shut out. We're not rolling over and then dying. We're going to try to make this a match.
That is it. 1 Panthers, 3 Octopods.
Let's see. They've still got a long journey back, but they are back in the match. They've proved they can score.
All right. Ooh, we got a high ball. Hits the ceiling. Straight back down to the center midfield.
And the Panthers try to run with it. Let's see, we are looking at Kyle right now. He's jumping back to play defense. Looks like he's trying to make a shot on it. He does get a
just
nice
missed.
save right there. Let's see if he can take a run with it. They do have an opportunity
Oh,
right now.
we are
but
stuck
misses
in the center. That's a dangerous area. Okay, working it towards the left corner. Ooh, careful. Oh my goodness, right across the center of the net.
right over top. It's now their time. They have ball control right now. They're going to try to fly it down, but Jim's making a run for it. Banks it off. Let's see if George can capitalize, but just misses it. He runs back. He's going to try to get... Oh, we lost a little bit of the feed right now. So, a little bit of technical difficulties. Let's see if we can get back into our match here.
Well, it looks like the smelly octopods, purple smelly octopods, were looking for the shot. The ball was being passed towards the center of the net area, but they had just missed, and now we are still stuck down on that purple end.
It does look like it's 3-1, and they are off to a start. There wasn't a score during that. Looks
Ooh,
like we
orange!
missed nothing.
Oh man, just misses. Let's go, orange!
They're trying to get another point on the board, but Kyle's jumping back to play defense. They don't have a shot currently on it. Just misses the setup pass, but banks it off. Let's see if Jim can clear this. Oh, there we go.
Oh, here we
might
go!
have it.
All right, Orange Panthers starting to catch up. Man, they're getting lit.
2-3, still the Octopods, but the Panthers are making a comeback. They came from 0, now they're back to 2. So the Octopods have not been able to score since the Panthers have went on this run.
Right.
See if they can keep it up, get some actual points on the board, maybe take the lead.
2 minutes, 15 seconds left on the clock. We have some great goalie work here by the purple smelly Octopods.
Jim flies by. This is now the chance. George is back on defense. It looks like they're getting a third one.
Okay, we have a tie game here. Panthers tie it up.
We have a
Panthers,
match.
3 Octopods.
Tie game. Let's see if Jim has to step it up. Jim and George. Let's see if they came out to a commanding lead, but then the Panthers came right back and said, "Hey, We can compete at this level too. Let's run.
2 minutes left on the clock.
Jim's
What are we
getting
gonna
serious here.
have?
Look at him gathering the resources.
Ball going off the wall. Off to the smelly octopods.
Pops it over. He's going to make a shot for it. Just gets it in.
Oh, purple.
Look at that. Jim popped that up perfectly and just tanked it in. Like, watch this shot if you can see it again. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Bing. So a little bit
There
just to
you go.
tap it in. That's
Awesome
control
shot.
power
That
right there.
is 4-3. Octopods up 1.
I'll just get onto it. I think he gets first touch. Doesn't really matter, but it is a chance to get. Let's see. Oh, and that is elimination there. I think it was execution elimination. But yeah,
A little bit of a scramble over here in the left-hand corner.
Kyle just misses the block.
Uh-oh. In a bit of dangerous area. Looks like the ball is down field.
They're running back. The Octopods are trying to play D right now. They have a shot on it. Kyle's going for it. It's popped up in the air. Just clears it. Oh
Great
my god.
goalie work there.
Kyle was looking. You can see him. He was eyeing it up. They're banking it back. Let's see if they can do it. Jim's gathering resources. Going for that boost. Waiting. You can see he's like a cat right now. Waiting. He's ready to pound. They're running with it. Both
All right,
of them are on the
Orange
ball.
working the ball down the field, and it is hit back towards the left-hand corner of the Orange territory.
Panthers have it on their side, but they do have ball control right now. Kyle's going to try to make a shot on it.
Whoa,
Jim is there.
just misses. All right, 50 seconds left on the clock. Orange Panthers still down by 1.
Oh, they just missed the clear. George tried to tap it in. Jim's banking it off the wall. He's going to try to pump it in. Kyle's trying to play it and say no.
Whoa! Oh my gosh, it's so close.
Just
All
hit
right.
the bar. Oh my gosh.
Right pass.
But this gives them a chance. They have 30 seconds on the clock. The Panthers do have to score here. They can't just sit back idle and play D. Jim knows that though. He's going back to play defense. He's like, we're up. They need to make the move. But let's see.
All right, what are we
George
going
is
to
playing
have
with it.
here? Ball is heading down the center midfield. 10 seconds left.
Jim gets the bank. He pops it up. He's just sitting there. He's going to try to tap it in.
Oh, just misses
Panthers
again.
do get a
3,
nice clear at the
2,
end.
1. That is it.
The Octopods take it.
Purple
4-3. That was
smelly
a
octopods.
close game. They definitely, Panthers did not roll over on that one.
No. Boy, I'll tell you what, after the first minute, they really got their game plan together and stepped it up. I mean, so much so. They were so on track with what they were doing. They caught up within, what was that, a minute and a half?
Yeah,
They
yeah. I mean,
tied.
they went on a
3-3.
run. It was the Octopods came off, went 3-0. Then the Panthers came right back and said, no, we're not rolling over. We can run with it too. They get 3 right back into the thing, and the Panthers actually just get that one last point, taps it in at the end, gets that nice ball control just to float it just in there.
That was it.
And that was
Yeah.
where the game was. It's crazy that 1 point. I mean, obviously 1 point can win you the game, but yeah, it was definitely a close match, and
It
we're
was
gonna get
wild.
next
Looks
game
like It's going to
underway.
be the Armadillos versus the Sloths.
Armadillos
the
versus the
Hungarian
Sloths. So that will be our 4th match of the evening. We'll see who takes that. The Armadillos they ran with it. They got a 6-1 against the Moles, and the Sloths have just been sitting idle for a bit. They did have a bye, so and that's actually something we should mention too. The Octopods had a bye too. So right
Yes.
now we are in not the semifinals. Yeah, we're in the semifinals.
And you know what? The Octopods, too, man, they were off to the races. As soon as the clock started, boom, they got 3 goals right away.
Yeah,
and then
within 30 seconds, they got 2 of those goals.
Yeah, and then the Panthers, they said, hey, forget it. And then they got 3 goals right away.
Yeah, it was
Right
back and
after
forth.
that.
That was definitely one of the better matches we've seen so far. A lot of the first 2 matches were definitely one-sided one way or another, 7-2 and 6-1. But that one was 4-3. It was competitive
Yeah.
the whole way.
It was good. It was super hype. Super hype.
I mean, when Jim came right off the bat, we were like, oh, well, this might be another run of a game. But we luckily got back into it and actually made some matches of it. I think those matches are way more fun.
Oh,
than the
man,
shutouts,
yeah.
like-
Talk about freaking stressful. And then it looks like the soccer ball is going to go in the goal. And then the next thing you know, it just skirts right past the front. You're going, what?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
There was
You know?
some that the Panthers, they got it right on the tip. Like,
It's
it
all
just
the
hit
camera
top,
angle,
banked down.
too.
Yep.
Yeah. But, shout outs to LFG. for having this impromptu tournament and everything, having us come on and everything, and making this awesome 3D printed statue here.
Yeah.
It is really awesome. This Rocket League statue, you've got a really cool little car, and the ball. This is all handmade, hand painted. It's really awesome stuff.
Yeah, it's 3D
So,
printed and made by Denny. So
yeah.
this is the prize of the tournament, along with some T-shirts and some bragging rights. That's the most
That's
important
it.
thing right there, the bragging rights,
That's
right?
it. And as everybody here gets better, there is going to be a quarterly online tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, that basically sets us up for replay. And we've talked about a lot of that, but we can set it up and run with it. I know I'm excited for these matches, though.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited to see if any of the loser brackets can come back up, and well, one of them will come back up and compete for first place.
Well, we're going to have to see, because I'll tell you what, these guys that had the buys were on fire.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, we'll see about the Sloths. We haven't seen them play yet.
that's true.
We'll see if the buys were definitely determined randomly too, so there was no pool play or anything like that. We just kind of wanted to get into it and run with it.
Right.
But yeah, but if we want to take a break before we get into the fourth match of the night, we do have, I think, 10 to 11 more not more matches, 10 to 11 total matches of the night, and we are on match 3, so we have a lot more left in the evening. We are going to take a short break and get into the Sloths versus Armadillos. So we'll get back to you here in a second. not a stress ball. It's like a... Oh, we're back.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, hey. Caught us.
So,
Yeah, we were trying to figure...
thank you so much for joining us again. We are here playing and streaming an impromptu tournament for Rocket League at LFG. I'm Cujo Kate.
And I'm Zach. And we're jumping back into the game now here in a second. I think they're setting up the next match, which is Armadillos versus Sloths. The Sloths have had a bye, and the Armadillos are coming off of a win against Mold. So it looks like, let's see, Ray is on the Sloths. So the Sloths are purple, and
Yep.
the Armadillos are orange. So Steven and Denny definitely had some ball control here. Look, they're both trying to set this up. They definitely have the coordination to make this happen. They're going for the shot. Nice clear by John. So John was able to get that out and run with it.
Ooh,
So let's see, they have a
great
shot on the goal.
defense there by the Orange Armadillos. Oh, and the first goal is going to go to the Purple Sloths.
The Sloths, that was a nice ball control. Look at that. They got up the... Steven tried to clear it, but then they just tapped it right back and right in. And Denny just missed it at that very end. So let's see if they can get back on the board. Steven and Denny definitely have the coordination. They're going to have to step up their game.
Just over 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Oh, we're going to boost. Oh, that's it. 1-1.
They scored on their own goal. The Sloths accidentally bumped it right in. Steven was going for it anyways. They tried to clear, ended up dinking it right in.
Don't
So
you hate
1-1.
when you score that goal on yourself? Jeez.
It happens way more than you think, right? I know when I was playing, I was bumping in all the time, and I'm like, sorry.
No, I pressed the wrong button.
Yep. I don't have enough control.
All right, pushing that soccer ball down the field, around the corner. Are we going to get it? Just blocked there.
Then he tried to sink it in there, but he didn't quite get it. So now the Sloths have the control. Steven gets a nice feel on it. Denny's going to try to send out Steven's going for the pass. He does bank it off and just misses it outside. It is hovering over top, though, but they missed it. Sloths have an opportunity to run with it. The Armadillos are trying to run back to get on defense. It looks like they're back there.
Oh,
they
here
get
we
a shot.
go. Are we going to get it? Ooh, just missed by the goalie into the corner. That is 2 Purple Sloths, 1 Orange Armadillos.
Denny tried to pump it out, but that was just over top. It's a little bit too late. So the Armadillo or the Sloths are coming out strong, and the Armadillos are gonna have to pick it up a little bit more. Actually, the funny thing is the Sloths have scored all purple.
Yes, that's right.
Steven and Denny have to pick this up.
All right, we are stuck around the center midfield area there. Soccer ball now working down towards the orange end zone, back towards the...
So now it's on the
back
Sloths.
to
The Armadillos side. They do have a run with it. They're going to try to get it, but the Sloths are back on defense. Steven just misses it. He was trying to go for it, but now the Sloths turn to try to get a shot on the goal. But it's contested. Steven's going for it. He banks it up. Then he has the opportunity to bounce it in, and he just misses it.
Okay, we just missed an open net right there. And, oh, man, there's quite a bit of juggling that we're having here.
It's right over the top, and let's see if they can capitalize. The Sloths are going to try to bounce it in. They do miss it.
Just
But
missed right against the wall.
now it's a run. The Armadillos are going to try to make
This
it.
might be it for the Orange Armadillos. And we have, nope, right against the wall again. We're stuck in the right-hand corner, pushing our way down against the wall.
See what Denny can do with this. They're trying to set it up. The Sloths are trying to clear. There they go. Now they got to bounce up. Denny's trying to get back, bank it off. Steven has a perfect setup. Denny's
Oh
gonna
man,
have to
right
rush for
towards
it.
center goal. Are we going to have it? Just missed by the Orange Armadillos.
Just tried to mess it up or get it in, but just enough to hit it.
And he has. They all have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock.
Denny gets a nice bump there to set up. Ray was trying to bounce it in, but Denny banked him off, or banked his car off, so he couldn't actually get it. So now they have another shot on it to set up. Oh, nice clear. Steven was able to get it just a touch on it, enough to get it to mess up Ray's shot.
All right, the ball is in the center of the field right now.
So the
Up
Sloths are
against
running
the
with
wall.
it. Denny's eyeing it up, looking for that shot. Steven's going to try to set him up here.
Pass down to the Purple Sloth area.
They don't quite get the setup, but the Sloths are going to try to go with it. John is back playing defense. He's going to try to bounce it. Oh, there he goes. He's making a run for it. He sets it up. Let's see if they can capitalize. Nope. Steven does get the clear. He has a nice save. He has a lot of ball control on that.
All right, we are trying to work it away from the orange area, but the ball is just stuck in that end zone.
See, Denny has a nice setup here. Let's see if Stevens can capitalize on it.
You know
Misses
what's
it.
amazing too is the air that the ball has in this game. It's so high compared to the other ones.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's, you were talking about how they pop in it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not being dribbled on the ball or the ground a lot. Nice.
Oh, we're going down the center. Are we going to get it? No, just missed the goal again.
They're able to contest it, raise. Oh, nice demolition. That's what's up.
1 minute left remaining. We have 2 for the Purple Sloths, 1 for the Orange Armadillos. It has been a free-for-all right now.
This is a close game. There's 50 seconds left on the clock. The Sloths are up.
Ooh, here we go. All right, here we go.
There we go.
2-2.
A little bit of
Armadillos
mishap
versus
on that
Sloths.
one. I don't think anyone was able to control it. It just kind of rolled in. They
Ooh,
both missed.
We just missed
They
it.
both missed it. It just rolled in. So it is a tied game now. They have 45 seconds to one of them will score. Otherwise, we are going into overtime. So let's see what they can do. They out to run with it. He does get to the clock side of the field. He's going to try to set it up for Denny. He does get that bank, but they are going to be able to clear this. Looks like he's going to try to contest. They are running with it. Denny's trying to run back to play D on this. Ball's going to be set up.
Oh,
Perfect.
man, I thought that was going to be heading in, but
Oh.
it just hits against the wall. We have 30 seconds left on the clock, and it is still down in Orange Armadillo end zone.
Let's see, the Sloths are they have a run here. They have 18 seconds to make a play on it. Oh, they just missed it, but Ray does get the clear on it. Sloths are
Purple
still-
doing some good defense, working the ball out of their area, up against the wall.
Yeah, they're both trying to bank it in. Here's the setup.
We're going to do a tiebreaker here.
Here we go.
We are at overtime.
We are going into overtime. The first person that scores does win. So this is anyone's game. There's no time limit. It's whoever scores. So let's see what happens. This is the first time we've been into overtime.
Yes. Oh, that's going
There
to
it
be
is. That's the
Purple.
game.
Orange Armadillos take it.
The Armadillos with the last second in overtime, able to just bounce it in. Just misses it, gets the demo too. They both explode, the ball taps in, and the angry Armadillos run away with the fourth game of the night.
And that is what you call clutch,
Oh my
because
gosh.
they were down for the first minute and a half, and then the next thing you know, they scored a couple of goals, made the tie, and then they got that overtime goal.
Yeah, it definitely didn't look like the Steven Denny combo we know and love, but they were able to pull it out at the end and run with it.
That was
The
it.
rivals have become good teammates as of right now.
It was a
What was
perfect
the
pass
The
straight
last
to the
match of
center.
that?
It was
2-2 in
Armadillos
overtime?
3.
Yeah,
think,
and then into 3 in overtime. Okay,
That's
perfect.
it.
So
That
now
was awesome.
the Armadillos are going to be facing the Octopods in the 5th match.
Mhm.
So this is Jim versus Steve. Jim and George versus Denny and Steven. This is going to be the match of the century. They might need a little bit of time to cool down. We can see the energy flowing through them.
Yeah.
They definitely had a hyped match. So the energy or the nerves were probably flying through on that one.
Yeah.
That was definitely a good match. There was a lot of back and forth, a lot of clearing, a lot of shots. The ball, like you said, the biggest thing we noticed is the ball was flying everywhere.
It was. There was a lot of actual juggling, and I noticed that we got to see the ceiling of the arena more pretty much than anything else.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. It looked like we were constantly looking up, but yeah, there was a lot of fun plays. A lot of actually just like super slow missed shots. And actually, now that I think
Yes.
about it too, one of the Armadillos' points was scored by the Sloths.
It was. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So technically, you could say it was what 4-1.
I mean, if you
What?
score on your own net, oh my gosh, yeah. So it's a fun night.
But that was super exciting, and then especially that last goal was just the boost towards the center, and they just forced right. It was just right the very center of the goal itself. They didn't even need any angling. It was just pretty much no defense because everybody's trying to be so offensive because the next goal wins. So
It's
Yeah.
I think everyone's nerves are flying. It was just that ball was flying in. The goalie was coming out. I don't remember who it was, but the goalie was coming out to try to get that tap on it. Steven just last second was
missed
able
it.
to tap it, and then run into him. So it
Yeah.
just that small angle bounced it right into the goal.
that was
They
it.
weren't able to clear it, but oh my gosh, I can only imagine what everyone's height.
Crazy.
The-
It was crazy. Yeah.
But
And then you can tell at the end of it too, everybody's up and they're dancing
Yeah.
around. And it's pretty cool.
oh my gosh.
We're trying to figure out what the next match is going to be.
So it will be Octopods versus Armadillos. I think they're trying to get that set up now. That will be the 5th night, and this is actually the semi. Well, yeah, this will be the semifinals, right? So after this match, these are the last 2 of the winners bracket.
Yes.
Then we'll jump to the losers bracket, and they will have a chance to jump and take on the number 1. Whoever's the last seed, which could be Octopods or Armadillos.
Who will take this custom handmade, hand-painted trophy home?
And like we said, this is
Awesome.
a double elimination tournament, 1 game, so there's no best of 3 or anything like that.
Right.
They do have a chance. Anyone who's lost already has a chance of winning this and taking it home. There's a lot of contenders as well. So actually, now that I say that, let me write down the sloths. The losers bracket, whenever we do get to it, that will be games 6 and 7. The next game is 5. The 6th game will be Pandas versus Sloths, and the 7th game will be Moles versus
and the
Panthers.
Panthers, yeah.
So that'll be interesting. We'll see how it runs up through, and I'm interested to see if we get another matchup of Octopods versus Armadillos, or maybe the Pandas, Sloths, and Moles, Panthers. Maybe one of those comes back from the losers bracket. We'll see what happens.
It's possible.
We definitely saw a lot of coordination from Denny and actually we saw coordination from the Sloths as well. They might want that rematch depending on how it would be a very interesting match if we got the Armadillos get into the finals and the Sloths fight right back up through to get that rematch of the night.
It's possible, but the Panthers were doing pretty well too.
Yeah.
So I think it's.
I mean, we haven't. That's assuming that the Armadillos win against the Octopods. You know, the
That's
Octopods
right.
could just sweep it all and then run. Like they could be undefeated of the night. Currently, the 2 undefeated teams are Armadillos and Octopods.
We're gonna have to see.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
interesting.
hype. Yeah,
Yes.
this is gonna be pretty good. Pretty good. Octopods and the Armadillos.
It is funny too. Like you can see, there's definitely a mixed skill level in these tournaments, and everyone's just having fun. And there's a lot of camaraderie, and some people we've even had people running by that said I played terrible. I'm so bad at this game, and then you have other people who are just toying with them, you know.
But what makes this so intense too is that these matches are short.
Yes.
So it's like you got to do everything you can in 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Your time is up. You're done. You know.
And then anyone can take any game. I mean, if you don't show up for that match, you're automatically into the losers bracket.
Right.
You know. So some of these teams could have been the Panthers, Moles, Sloths, Pandas. They just didn't show up, and they have a chance to run and sweep the rest of it. So it's fun. And I like that we're doing single elimination because it makes it more fun and it makes it more
stressful.
More stressful for the teams. Fun for us.
Yeah.
Stressful for the teams. But that's the entertaining part of this whole thing.
I mainly commentate fighting games, specifically Street Fighter mostly, but also Tekken. And I know over in Japan for Street Fighter tournaments, there's a lot of single elimination. So you get your best character, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, you got to do everything you can in those 2-3 rounds, you know, and that's it.
I mean, tell me a little bit about the fighting games that you commentate. Like, what's their drive to actually commentate them? Like, why do you love fighting games so much?
It's entertaining. You know, fighting games are entertaining. Fighting games are, fun. It's the same as this. It's quick matches. You know, it doesn't take too long. It can be a maximum of 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. And, you have 2 guys, 2 people just duking it out,
Yeah.
And you can, if you're lucky, like, well, we had Cross Tekken. So you could have a partner that you could play and switch back and forth with.
Sure.
But mostly you're just relying on yourself,
Yeah, so it's how you perform, and you don't have a team that you have to worry about, right?
Right.
So
yeah.
I
and
think
you're more League of Legends, right?
I used to play League of Legends. I used to commentate a lot and do stuff like that. But we'll hold that thought. I won't talk about that. We're jumping into the next round. The Armadillos versus the Octopods. The Armadillos are orange again. The Octopods are purple. So let's see, or blue. Sorry, I'm used to saying purple. So we'll get into the match. Let's see what we do. Steven's playing defense and a quick
got a
score.
goal, man.
Octopods came out real fast. They said, we're not messing around. We're not holding any punches. Jim was able to just aerial.
Got the rainbow
Control the
going
ball,
and everything.
fly it right in.
Jeez.
Oh, man. This is going to be interesting. Jim's coming out for blood.
4 minutes
7
and 53 seconds. Yeah, what the heck? All right. Oh, we got a fly ball.
It's funny
Stuck in
watching
the center
Jim.
of the field.
Jim's just sitting there waiting. Like, let's see when my time is to strike.
All right, we are towards the ball towards the center of the goal. Are we going to get it? Okay, just past the ball, past the very center.
Nice clear by Jim, but the
Center of the net.
Armadillos are able to get back up ball control. Jim's still waiting there. Jim's is playing this strategy of countering, right? He's not going crazy aggressive. He's picking his time. He's letting them make the moves and then capitalizing on the mistakes. So watch. There you go. So as soon as the ball gets loose and he can get to it first, he jumps in, attacks.
Right past the center of the net again. All right, Orange Armadillos pushing the ball towards the occupied territory.
Let's see what he does. Jim clears it.
Defense works it
Steven
out.
does. Denny and Steve have a chance on the net right now. But now it's back in the middle field. So let's see what happens here. Denny's trying to get back ball control. George is going for it. Steven flies across the top. He's looking to set up Denny.
Oh, I thought that was one.
He does think it over the top. Denny has a shot on it, but he's flying back. Oh, and Jim clears it. Jim's going for it. He counters
All right,
it.
right against the wall, and we're going to have a goal. 2 octopods, 0 armadillos.
Jim is just running with it. Look at these shots he's getting on the net. He banks it off, taps it right over Steven. Right in.
That's it. 3 minutes and 37 seconds left on the clock.
Still plenty of time. Still plenty of time. And the Armadillos have definitely been in this scenario before. They've come back from worse. So, let's see what happens. Jim flies up, gets a touch on it, does clear it. Steven and Denny are trying to get back to play a little bit D. Jim flies over the top, dinks it across the top, in, right in again.
That's it. 3 octopods, 2 armadillos.
Look at this ball control. Flies up,
Wow.
taps it with the edge of the car perfectly right into the goal. There's
Right
no
very
chance against
center,
that.
2.
They have to put someone back on defense if they want to control that at all.
All right, they're going to have to try to figure out how they're going to try to slow down the momentum of the octopod.
Oh, Denny gets
Oh,
it.
this might be. Oh, geez, so
It is
close.
hovering over top. Steven has a shot. He does get it.
1. Okay, we are on the board. A goal for the Armadillos.
They're not rolling over.
They're going to need 2 more. We have 3 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock.
They do have the opportunity now. It's not a shutout. It's 3-1. Plenty of time. 3 minutes and 15 seconds. We're not even halfway through the match. Denny does get a shot over the goal. He is setting it up. Steve's trying to bank for it. Does miss that. It looks like Jim has a run for it. He's gonna get the shot right in.
There you go. 4 octopods.
Oh my gosh. As soon as you let Jim go, he's dead on his shot.
Yeah.
Like,
his
if there's no one there on
so
defense-
far this whole night has been really on point.
Yeah, I mean he's got a dead eye for that goal. If you do not have a goalie back there, he is going to score. That's pretty much how it is. But they might be going for a strategy of, all right, well, let's see if we can double or attack.
Orange Armadillos just missed the net there against the octopods.
There we go. They got to get back on D. Jim's
Oh,
going to go for it again.
Just makes the
nice
save. Good
save.
stuff there by the Armadillos.
He
Great
ripped
goalie
that right
work.
out of the goal.
Wow.
It was in the goal and he ripped it out. That was a nice save. That was a beautiful save.
Ball is going towards the center and now is working to the left corner.
Just misses. Denny's back on defense. He is playing that smart game where he's saying, no, we're not going to let Jim have any more free shots on the net. I'm at least going to contest it. But George is back there. He's going to try to get turned around and get the ball moving. Just misses. Jim's behind there, though. Steven pops it over the top. This is an opportunity for them to score. Let's see if Denny can capitalize.
There you go. Just missed the net there.
Jim just cleared it, though. So he's oh, it's an open net. Let's see if Jim can do something. No, they cleared it.
Orange pushing the ball out of the territory.
Jim's going back in that energy. He's
This
gonna
might
try to
be
get
it.
back.
Up, just blocked.
Just misses.
Couldn't
Oh
get
my
the goal.
god. Steven's got to get back on defense. Jim does have a net. He does shoot it. Just misses. He's going for that bank. Nope.
Nope. Blocked there by the Orange Armadillos.
Let's see, Steven has a run with it. He's going to try to do that. Let's see if George can clear it, though. Jim's up to get a touch on it. Just over the top.
Gets the goal.
Perfect lob shot right over Jim. Jim was just a little too late to try to get a touch on it. Look at this bank over. Jim's flying at this point, but just misses.
Yeah, that would have been a
right in
Crazy
there.
save if he would have been able to get that.
1 minute 40 left on the clock. It's 2-4. The Octopods have the lead. Let's see if they can run with something else. Let's see if the Armadillos can get it back.
All right, what are we
Jim's
going to
for it.
do? We are in the orange territory, and we have another one.
Jim sets himself up. He looks us. He banks it up. He's like, okay, that's going across. Let me just tap this
Tap
in.
it right in.
Oh my gosh,
Goes
he has
into
so
the
much
lower right-hand
control.
corner. That is it.
This is 5-2. Jim is saying, I am not going easy on you guys.
Minute 30 left.
Now he's going to go way back into the defense. He has a nice lead. 2 minutes, or 1 minute and 23 seconds left on the clock. They have to get some points on the board. They have to play pretty much aggressive. But Jim has that control, that ball control. Jim is playing aggressive.
Here we go. And is it? Great goal there, scored by the Orange Armadillos.
That's what they need. Now that the
3-5.
comeback need, they still have a long journey to get back to that 5 points. They need 2 more points to tie, but that is what they need. They got a quick goal. Now they need another quick goal to make something happen here. And that's assuming that Jim can't do something in that time frame.
Ball. Still stuck towards the center of the field. We are going towards the blue end zone. Hits against the wall.
They did just, they had a shot at it. They tried, they just missed it. Jim does get the nice save. That would have been a game changer right there. That was exactly what the Armadillos needed to get back in it. Let's see if they can get another setup. Jim does clear it. He's going for that tap. Perfect shot. Let's see if it, no, not perfect shot. it looked like a perfect shot.
Orange trying to block, just misses.
Oh, poor
6
Denny. Denny was
Octopods.
like, watch this. Denny is trying so hard to clear it here. Jim dinks it over the top. Denny's flying. Just cannot flip it out. He's just rolling with the ball.
That was it. That was one ATV that shot out of nowhere.
There's 6-3, 40 seconds. Let's see what they can do. They have a full road block, or very heavy journey to get back there.
30 seconds left. Okay, what are we going to do here? Come on, Team Orange, let's go. We're going to have to slow down the progression of the Blue Octopods.
Jim does bank it. He sets up George. Let's see if George can capitalize, but just George flies over the top. Jim is trying to get back to play defense. Steven does put it up top. Jim clears.
Ooh, right off the side of the wall. 10 seconds left. I have a feeling the Octopods are going to be closing this out.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible at this point, but the Octopods do take it. The Smelly Octopods are in the finals. The Armadillos will jump down to the loser bracket.
What was that? 5-3. Man.
Yeah, 5-3. It was a pretty crazy match.
What a performance. That was crazy.
The Octopods
That was crazy.
are undefeated at this point. The Armadillos do fall back into the losers bracket. They are the 9th match. That was match 5. We're on to our 6th match of the evening. This is the losers brackets. The Pandas will need to face the Sloths on the 6th match. And the Moles will need to face the Panthers on the 7th match to get the chance to play the Armadillos.
Right.
And
I'll tell you what, those Octopods were on fire. And it's going to be interesting to see how they are going to do with, we think that possibly some of the best contenders would be the Panthers or the Sloths, or we're saying too the Armadillos could work their way.
I mean,
work
I
their way
feel
back.
like it's a lot of these are anyone's game. I mean,
Yeah.
crazy stuff happens. We can definitely take a break though, and we'll getting back to the losers bracket. We'll set that up. We'll get everyone squared away, make sure the nerves start to calm down. Everyone's ready to jump back through and fight their way up the losers bracket. So we'll be back in a couple minutes here, in 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes.
So we'll see you in a little bit. So
Hey, everybody.
welcome back, everyone. So we're jumping into the losers bracket to see who can face off against the Octopods. The last match we just saw was Armadillos versus the Octopods, and that was a nail biter there. They ran away with it at the end, but they still had a little bit of competition there.
Super intense, very aggressive match in this impromptu Rocket League tournament here. And it's going to be really interesting. A lot of the local Rocket League players in LFG looking for group signed up for this tournament. And yeah, we're going to check out and see what this losers bracket is like.
Yeah, let's see if we can. Let's see what interesting matchups we have here. I would love to see an Armadillos versus Sloths again.
Yeah.
So we definitely have that opportunity. The Armadillos are in the 9th game, and they don't have to play the bottom seed they have that bye because they went so far in the other bracket.
But right now we're going to be looking forward towards our next match, and that's going to be the Pandas versus the Sloths.
Yeah, so we'll try to not have that opinion and root for the Sloths, but I mean, at least me. That match was fun. So I would love to see a revenge match in the semifinals of the loser bracket. But we're into it now.
Off to the races. Let's go.
We have the blue team is the Pandas, and the orange team is the Sloth. Am I correct on that? John is on the blue team, which is the Pandas. The Sloths are the orange. So we're running into it at 0-0. It's 4 minutes and 20 seconds on to the clock. Becca,
got a goal. Here we go. Pandas on board.
The Pandas definitely run with it. Becca was looking for that setup, but they didn't quite need it. They bounced it in. Becca was looking for that shot, and takes it right in.
Woo! You know, and look at how pretty this background is, too. We're not in the indoor arena. We're outside.
Yeah, that glass dome of the wherever. Yeah, it looks fun. The graphics definitely have a lot of great detail to them. But let's see what they can do. Ray or Kyle. Actually, we're watching you and Kyle right now.
We'll cut that.
Sloth.
Excellent. Sombrero working the ball, going on down the field here.
No siesta for him. Let's see what we can get into. Okay, so John's running back. They're looking to play a little bit deep. Kyle's trying to get some ball control here, but the nice clear from the...
pass right in front of the net. We're going to have another goal there for the Blue Pandas. That's 2 Pandas, 0 Sloths. What is this? 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
The Pandas are off to a quick start. Let's see what the Sloths can do to jump back into it. If they want to have that revenge match against the Armadillos, to pick it up here. But they are no stranger to being behind. Let's see what we can do.
Oh man, up off the wall, going down into orange territory.
Sloths had a shot on the goal, but they just missed it. It's banked across. This is their opportunity. They try to bank it in.
Just missed the pass.
It's off to the right a little bit, and they're trying to clear it now. The Pandas, Pandas are blue, right? Sloths are orange.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you. I gotta keep looking over because I'm losing.
All right, we are having a pass towards the center of the net here, going down the midfield. All right.
Let's see what they can do. Pandas definitely get a clear here. They're going to try to run
Pandas up on the wall. Okay, going towards the net. And we are going to get a goal.
The blue Pandas get another point on the board. The Sloths. Okay, thank you. We have it backwards. The Sloths are blue.
Sloths are blue. Okay.
See, that's why I was having trouble. I was like, I'm pretty sure Ray is okay, sorry. Sloths are blue. Right? Sloths are in the lead now. It does look like we will have that Armadillo versus Sloth match. If they can get past it. It is 4-0. They're running away with it. 2 minutes and 55 seconds left on the clock. The Pandas need to pick up the game to get any sort of chance.
This is not cute. This is not a cute look here. Come on, Pandas, let's go. Let's go.
Ray is staying back on defense. He knows he doesn't have to score anything anymore. He's just got to prevent them from scoring. But he jumps right in,
shot on goal.
sneaks it in. There's 5-0. This is a shutout currently. I mean, they may get skunked at 7, right? Isn't that normally a skunk number?
Yeah, we have about 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Looks like the Blue Sloths right now have been untouchable to the Orange Pandas.
That's interesting too, because I was in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, oh man, this is an upset. We had a lot invested in the Sloths here.
Right. You know, and even though you can definitely tell the Pandas, Orange Pandas, trying to do a lot of defense. The blue slots have definitely had possession of the ball and controlled the ball a lot more than
They've definitely been playing more as a
Pandas
team.
have.
The,
Yeah.
the Pandas look like they're just trying
They're
to
struggling.
both touch the ball, you know,
Right.
like, whereas the sloths are playing, setting each other up to run.
But we are having a lot of play in front of
Look
blue
at that
net.
aerial. He does set it up. This is a shot on
Oh,
the
this
goal.
might
Let's
be
see.
it. Oh!
Just misses, but his teammate puts it in.
Whoa, It's it.
Oh my gosh, Ray was able to
Six.
score it at the end there. 6-0, the Sloths are running.
Wow.
It looks like 2 minutes left on the clock. The Pandas will have to bring, they're praying for a miracle here. They got to do something.
All right, what are we going to have? Could this be a shutout at 2 minutes left on the clock? Orange Pandas need to get on the board. Not one goal
That
yet.
is a 7-0. They just look like they're falling apart. They need a little morale booster here. We need to get picked up here. But let's see if they can get a point. I'm rooting for them to get a point.
Let's
now.
go.
At least
Let's
one.
go, Pandas. All right,
They
because
can
we
do
are
it.
down in the blue territory. What are we going to have here? Orange needs to try to become a little bit more aggressive, try to get towards that ball.
Let's see, it's banking across. Let's see if the
There we go.
Nice
All right.
clear by Kyle.
Good goal there for Orange.
See, he's running away. Gets a nice demolition. So they have an opportunity here, but not a long one. The Wasps have ball control back again.
It's
It's
30
right
left
over
on
in
the
the
clock.
Pandas territory. They're banking it off. Let's see if they can get it. The Pandas have a chance to capitalize, but they don't quite get to create a ball control here.
Ball
Ray's looking
working
for
its
it.
way down the center.
There it goes.
Oh, it's going to be slowly rolling, and it is
Nice.
intercepted.
Nice clear there. They saved another point from going in.
Ooh, right up off the wall. Bounces off.
They're only prolonging the inevitable.
1 minute left on the clock. 7 slots. 0 Pandas.
See what they can do here. Let's see if they can keep keep it from getting too far out of hand, getting that 1 point. Let's root for the 1 point at least.
Oh,
Now they're
that is
tapped
it.
in. That is 8. This is the most points that have been scored of the night.
At 48 seconds, we have a score of 8-0. Slots in the lead.
They are running with it. They will, if the slot, well, when the Sloths are going to win this, they're going to have to, the next matchup they're going to have to take is the Moles versus the Panthers, the winner of that game, to get the chance to face the Armadillos.
All right,
In the
we
last
are
second.
breaking out of the midfield here, and we are in the blue zone. Is Orange?
Oh!
No! Come
Just
on,
misses
Orange!
Had the perfect
Come on,
shot on the
Orange.
goal.
30 seconds left.
No, is it going in? No, okay, just misses. They had the
Alright.
chance on it, just a little bit right, a little bit too much right. They had a little bit too much oomph on it, you know?
Back down to the orange area.
See
What are we
Ray
going to
does
have
with
for the
this.
Pandas?
Let's see if they can get another shot.
Oh, no. 8 seconds. And we are
9-0.
9.
Oh, the
Nice
poor
spot.
Pandas. They tried though. They definitely had a good run. They had some opportunity. Let's see if they can capitalize on 8 seconds. Little thinking at the end, trying for it, doesn't get the touch on it. Let's see. See if Kyle can bank it over top and get a quick point. It is still possible. There it is. Oh,
Okay, what are we going
there
to
it
have?
is.
Oh,
There it
we're
is.
on the board. Here we go. 1 Panda.
think over the top.
9 slots. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Now they can say there hasn't been a shutout. They didn't shut out.
There is that fabulous slow motion replay reel.
Little
Good
pop
stuff.
over the top.
Something to celebrate.
Now just do it 9 more times.
All right, what are we going to have? Oh, okay, we are against the corner.
And it looks like that's going to be the end of the match. The Sloths take it 9-1. That was a dominating victory by the Sloths.
Hungarian slots.
They want that rematch against the Armadillos. They want to fight for their chance to face the Octopods in the finals.
Wow, that
Sorry.
was crazy.
Yeah, that was definitely, they ran with it a lot. But I'm glad the Pandas were able to pull that point out at the end. Just that
Yeah.
little 8 seconds left on the clock.
I know.
Pop
that
it
was
over the top.
crazy.
Get that last little point in. They can say they did not get shut out, which
For
is
a
which
second
is an
there, I thought they
achievement.
were going for 10.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really did. I was like,
Yeah.
they're going for 10, double digits, but 8 seconds or technically 6.
Yeah.
That was getting kind of close. So
Yeah, I'm glad to see they got that one at the end. The next matchup is our 7th match of the night.
that's right.
Moles versus Panthers. Let's see if they can get the chance to face the Sloths before they can get the chance to face the Armadillos. So I'm excited to see what this one has to handle. We saw a lot from the Panthers. We saw a good bit from the Moles as well. They did get 6-1 against the Armadillos,
They
but that
did.
is a tough team. Armadillos definitely got to the semifinals of the winners bracket. So they were against a heavy matchup. Now they're against the Panthers, who did also have a good run in the winners bracket in the
Right.
first run.
Yeah, against the Octopods, which are right now first.
Yes.
They were a very close 3.
Yeah.
And that was the match that was really hype, and it was almost like that real tense free-for-all at the end, and I think it was a tiebreaker. Wasn't that the tiebreaker
That was the
match?
Armadillos and the Sloths was the tiebreak, the
Oh, okay.
overtime. Yeah.
That
That
was
was
it,
the one.
yeah.
That's the fun one that I think everyone's waiting for.
Yeah, that was the overtime.
If it happens, we still don't know if that happens. The Panthers and the Moles could definitely take it and run with it.
It's possible.
So I'm interested to see what happens of the night. The Panthers definitely have a good run. They have a good track record. They've won. They're 1-1 of the night. So they've definitely shown that they can compete and they can run with some of the best. So we'll see what
And
happens
actually, we have our own little Rocket League ball here.
with that. Is that what it is?
This is it.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I didn't know what it was. I just got this thrown at us, and I was like, oh hey.
It's like, hey, what is that? Wait a
That
second.
makes so much more sense. So they put this here. I was like, wait.
At
what is
first, I
this?
thought it was the Death Star. And I was looking at it, and then I thought,
Not
wait a
enough
second,
details
that's
of the Death Star.
actually. that's
Yeah,
actually the
I mean, it
ball.
makes sense now that you say it. Way over my head, but yeah, they are playing for the chance of the trophy.
That is it right there.
Looks awesome.
Custom made, hand painted.
By Denny, who is on
Good
the
stuff.
Armadillos, actually.
That is it. He is on the Armadillo team, so he's going to try to win his own trophy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, hey, I worked hard to make this.
That
what's
would
up
be
with
funny
that?
if he won his own trophy, right? I don't think Jim's gonna let that happen from the Octopods though. He wants that trophy.
It's like,
He
hey,
went-
you better put that over your fireplace. That's it.
Yeah, I mean it is cool. But yeah, I'm excited to see the matchups.
Yeah.
We definitely have some interesting ones of the night. We have at least four more matches, possibly 5, depending on how it goes. And it does look like we're getting into the next
Ooh.
matchup, Moles versus Panthers. The Moles are blue and the Panthers are orange. So we're writing that down so I don't mess it up this time.
Yeah. Yeah, the colors help.
Yeah, so that's good.
Well, we're saying the names so quickly. You
So
know?
again,
the cars all look the same after a while.
to reiterate, Drew and Brayton are on the Moles, and Coy, is it Coy? Yeah,
Yep.
Coy and Kyle are on the Panthers. So Drew was the one who was coming by saying he wasn't playing very well. We'll see if he has a better showing this time. Maybe he can hold up to his own standards and get a goal, you know?
Yeah, you know, and that's the worst thing. I mean, even if it's something just for fun, sometimes when it's for fun, there's less stress and you do not break under pressure. So that's one thing that you don't want to do. You don't want to stress out and you don't want to start having trouble with some of your execution. But we are going to get started here. We have a big lob down to the right-hand corner of the orange.
Panthers is on the
Side of the
Panthers
field.
side of the court, or the field. The Moles have the chance to score here. They don't currently have ball control. The Panthers now they have ball control, but they didn't capitalize on it. So the Panthers are now getting, it's back and forth. I can't
Yeah.
tell. They're losing ball control back and forth.
We
here.
have a loose soccer ball down there on the Orange Panthers side of the field. We are working towards midfield now against the wall.
Nice clear by Kyle, and now it's on the Panther side of the Moles side of the field. They jumping back. They do have the opportunity here to score. They do just miss it. Teammate takes they have a little bit of coordination right now.
You
They're
know,
both
but the
going
thing
for
is
it.
that it's amazing because neither of the teams has been able to secure the ball enough to even get a shot on goal yet.
Yeah, Brayton definitely clears it there. That was their setup right there. Let's see if they can get a little bit more control. This may be a 0-0 game.
Yeah. I mean, these guys are really doing a good job trying to ruin each other's ability to set something up.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Just set up
Rolls
there.
right in front of the goal, but no one can capitalize on that.
See what happens here.
We're gonna have, whoa, what's this?
Moles have a chance now, or sorry, the Moles have a chance. But they
was
did get
that?
demoed. Koi is out of it for a second.
Oh,
Just gets back on defense in time. They do flip around. They're trying to. The Moles are trying to run, or sorry, the Panthers are trying to run and score here. But Brayton does get a nice clear. Brayton showing that he has played this game before. He does have a shot on the goal. He tries to, just misses.
Moles
There we
working
go.
the goal, working down the field,
They-
and that's it. They get the first. Blue Moles on the goal line first.
The Blue Moles
That
are
is it.
setting up. They're on 1-0 on the night. So let's see what the Panthers can do to reciprocate here.
Man,
That is Brayton and Drew. Who was the one that did Drew score that, or was that Brayton?
I missed it.
Oh well. I was gonna cheer for Drew. He scored the goal on that.
But
Let's
we
see.
are at 3 minutes left on the clock, and these guys have been doing really well with the defense against each other.
Panthers have a shot here.
Ooh, that is it. All right, we are 1-1. Orange Panthers and Blue Moles.
There we go, 1-1. Now it's the game. Moles versus Panthers. Panthers get that nice dink in right there. The Moles got a little bit too out of place. And then
Yeah.
they were able to just tap it in. So let's see what happens here. We're watching through. He does have the...
Ooh,
Oh,
just missed the ball. Okay, we are going down into blue territory, right-hand side of the goal.
Is that a dead mouse?
Something.
Dead mouse.
Something.
That does look like dead mouse. That's awesome. Brayton trying to get control here.
All right,
Does
we are
tap
going.
it over the cross, but Kyle looks like he cleared it. He's setting it up over the top. Drew's trying to clear again.
Just
but
missed it.
Brayton's
Orange putting on the pressure. Ooh, just missed right in front of the goal.
Kyle's trying to rope back around and try to pop it up over the top. Let's see if Koi can capitalize.
Oh, that's it. Orange
Brayton
Panthers
takes
get
it
the goal.
in for them. Let's see. Let's watch the replay on this. Tries to clear, ends up dinking it right in over the top. Brayton scores 2 goals of the night.
Awesome stuff there. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left on the clock. Right now, Orange Panthers in the lead by 1 goal.
See if Brayton can clear this. He tries. He gets
Man,
pretty high up there,
we
but
were
he doesn't
up
have
on
ball
the wall.
control. Just misses it. Let's see. Drew's up. Can possibly score on it. He is dribbling it down the court. Let's see if he can tap it in.
Is that
Does
it?
get the
Oh,
score. 2-2.
2-2. Man, this is a give and take game here.
The Moles have scored 3 of the points. Panthers won. It is a tie game with 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. Let's see if they can get another point. We have shown that the Moles can score, even if it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Quick,
Oh,
quick
that
jump.
might be. Nope.
No, Brayton was sticking back, so he's playing defense. He's sitting back, trying to capitalize on these spots. See if he can jump up in there and pass off that. Kyle
All right,
does get the
Orange really
bounce.
putting in a lot of work here. Working the ball towards, I was going to say towards blue goal, but we are going towards center midfield.
Brayton pops it over the top. He does have a
It's
shot
a
on the
great
goal. Let's see if
pass.
he can get it.
What are we going to have? Oh, it just misses the left-hand side of the orange goal. Orange Panthers.
So open net here. Let's see if Kyle can dribble it in. He doesn't get
Whoa,
around
whoa,
it.
whoa,
He does
whoa.
get a shot.
What are we going to have?
Let's see if Koi can
Oh,
capitalize.
just missed by the goalie. Oh, my God. 3 Orange Panthers.
Kyle was
2
able to come
goals.
back in and tap it in. Koi jumped over the top, missed the shot. Boom.
Oh,
Kyle
man.
is able to dink it right in there. So it is 3-2.
And that
The
highlight
Panthers-
reel.
Yeah, the Panthers have the lead right now. Minute 26 seconds left. Let's see if Brayton and Drew can do something to get back into the tie. See, Drew does get the tap on it. He's going to try to get ball control here. Kyle does clear. He's trying to jump down through. But they got to get back and play defense. They have a shot on it. Brayton does, and it gets a nice clear. Kyle's trying to get back on their defense now. Now the Moles do have ball control. It does get a nice clear.
That is it. That's one thing for certain, is that the Moles have been a lot more assertive. As of right now, they're doing a lot more aggressive play. And like you said, there is a lot more ball control for the blue team.
Brayton's trying to take it down the court now.
And we are
See?
stuck against the wall, passing it down, back into the blue zone by the Orange Panthers.
Nice save by Brayton.
Ooh.
He's trying to get back to play a little bit of defense. They did get that nice demo. Dinks it over the top unless someone can get a touch on it. There we go. Kyle does
Right
another
down
shot
the center.
right back.
That might bounce right in. No, just missed.
Gets
on
that
the
tap.
Right. What are we going to have? Oh,
Nice save by Brayton. He comes back, rushes back to getting back in ball control and does get that clear. Or save,
that-
rather.
good save there. by the blue Moles.
Kyle's looking to tap the ball. Here he goes. He bumps it up over the top. He's going to try to set it up for Koi. He has 9 seconds. The Moles need to take some sort of control, get a shot on the goal if they can. If not, they can't take this away, and it will be the Panthers.
1 second, 0. Orange Panthers.
Panthers almost get that last point of the night, but they didn't quite get it in before the time goes. So it will be
cut on the very last second.
It will be 3-2. The Panthers do take it. The Moles are out.
That was it. Wow.
And
that
the next
was so
match
crazy.
of the night will be Sloss versus Panthers, and that's going to be a matchup as well. Sloss are fighting for that chance to face the Armadillos in the revenge match into the winners bracket, or into the finals rather.
Yes.
The Panthers are also fighting for their way to face the Armadillos.
You know, and in that last match, I'd have to say the last minute, you could tell that the Moles, they were really trying to get the teamwork.
Yep.
You know, they were working together, and it was a lot more, it was more aggressive and frantic, but they were trying so hard to get the last goal. But if they would have been able, I think, to get a little bit of that teamwork earlier.
Yeah, I
it
mean,
would have worked out.
Moles definitely were trying to do a lot more team-oriented stuff, but I felt like Kyle had a lot of good shots on the goal.
Yeah,
the next
definitely.
match, like I said, is Sloss versus Panthers. So
That's
they
it.
will be taking that for the chance at the Armadillos. But like I was saying, yeah, Kyle had a lot of good shots. He had a lot of ball control where he was able to set himself up and then tap it in one way or another.
Right.
And they even, actually, well, the Moles scored that point.
Right.
So they actually scored the Panthers'
Yeah.
third point.
Yeah.
Their second point rather.
Yeah, by accident. Yeah.
So
that's
that just shows you like, don't
That's
try
right.
try as much as possible. That could be the game if you score on your own goal. But
well, that's what makes this game so crazy is that you never know. You never know what's going to happen because, man, that ball just pops up and goes anywhere.
yeah, and if you don't have a lot of control over your car,
Right.
sometimes you hit it with that left bumper or that right bumper, and it just
Spins
veers
out.
off,
Yeah.
and you're done. So say that one more time. What's that? Sloss versus Panthers in the 8th
So-
match of the night.
We're going to see Slots versus the Panthers.
I'm excited. Like now we're getting into the end of the tournament where the matches are much more close.
Yeah.
They're working. They're fighting for that victory, fighting for that bragging rights. Like we said, there is a trophy on the line, but I think everyone here is fighting for mainly the bragging rights. I think that's what the big thing is.
Whoever is going to win out of that match is going to play against the Armadillos. And if you can remember in the winners semis, the Octopods and the Armadillos, they were really duking it out.
Yeah, that was a 5-3. It was back and forth. The Octopods did run away a little bit at the end there.
Yeah.
But it was neck and neck for a while.
Yeah.
And then they definitely they took charge and went through with it. The Armadillos have had a lot of close matches though all night. The Sloss, same way. They had the bye in the first round. They fought hard against the Armadillos, lost in overtime.
Right.
They now won Pandas. The only match that they've lost is one of the craziest ones of the night.
Yeah.
So they actually have a chance, I would say, to get their revenge match,
Right.
win it, and take it away
to the
from
finals.
the Octopods. Like,
It's possible. They could take it.
there
they
are
could
some
take it to the
serious
finals.
contenders that can run with this, So it should be fun. Just to reiterate, the Sloss are Ray and John, and the Panthers, which is the next match, are Coy and Kyle, who we just saw from the last match. We definitely saw a lot of Kyle's handling. It was very, very on point. Coy was getting set up a little bit, trying to dink them in.
Yeah.
Didn't quite execute on some of them, but that's okay. He definitely was setting up Kyle a lot of the ways as well.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with being the person that does more of the zoning and defensive work.
Mhm.
He was doing a little bit more of aerial play.
I would
could
say,
say.
yeah, I would say he was definitely setting up the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
We do have some people in here that are, there are some people in this tournament that this is the first time they were playing Rocket League.
Right.
But it looks like we are getting into
Oh,
the
here
match.
we go.
This is, again, the Sloss versus the Panthers.
Nice.
John and Ray versus Coy and Kyle. So let's see what happens here. Looks like and actually,
Ooh, we got a goal.
that's a quick score on the board. And let's see, blue is Sloss. Blue is Sloss, and Panthers are orange. So the Sloths come out and get a quick score on the board. That's 13 seconds into the match they were able to get a score on.
All right, quick stuff there by the Sloths. And we are back again into the orange end zone.
Kyle gets that nice save. He's going for the shot. He has a shot on it.
Oh,
Let's
this
see if he
might be
can get
it.
it.
Ooh, it rolls right in. 1-1.
Last
Panthers
second.
versus Sloths.
Sloths just missed it. They're trying to clear here. Look at him fly across. Just misses. Kyle gets that last tap in. Misses. That would have been a very, very nice save by the Sloths if they would have got it. Kyle showing his ball control and seeing how he can run with this. He's got that Bob the Builder hat.
2 goals in 30 seconds.
So
All
let's
right.
see what they can do. It is on the Panthers side of the field. It's in the danger zone for them, but they do have ball control. John flies over the top, tries to get a shot on the goal, or at least ball control back.
We are still working around the center of the field here. Orange looks like it's mostly in control of what's going on.
Trying to make a shot here, but they do clear it. The shot is set up on the goal. They
Great
try
work with
just
Blue.
pushes it past. John tried to set up.
Just past the goal.
Nice shot. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Oh,
Okay,
this
it's a
might-
little bit wide left. I thought it was dead on, honestly. From that angle, I was like, ooh. Okay, so let's see what happens here. The Panthers, it's on the Panthers side of the field. The Sloth tried to do it. Kyle
All right,
messes
trying to
up.
get that defense.
Barely gets the touch on it. That was their chance right there for the Sloth.
Orange working down the field. It is intercepted by the Blue Sloths.
Nice save by the Sloths. Kyle's going back to play a little bit of defense. The Sloths have ball control right now. They're going to try to make a shot on it. Let's see if the Sloths can clear. They do not get it. There goes Kyle. Kyle jumps in right at the last second to
There are
stop
cars flying all over the place, up over the wall.
it. Kyle's trying to get it out of there.
Okay, we're doing a little bit of dribbling here down the center.
Nice clear. Sloths are trying to get a shot on it. Ooh! Nice aerial by John. He just misses it trying to get that shot on it. Could not
What
get
are we
it.
going to
though.
have? Oh, everybody just misses.
John's back playing on defense. He's looking for that ball shot. Here he goes. Pops it up. Let's see if he can get another shot. But it is anyone's game right now.
Center midfield.
Nice save. He has a shot. He's going for an aerial. Just would have been a nice tap, and I think that would have definitely been a point if he would have touched on it. So let's see. Does
Okay,
get the
it's
nice lob
possible.
shot.
We're going to have it. Yes,
There we go. The Sloths take the lead with the 2-1 with 2 minutes and 41 seconds left in the match. Let's see if the Panthers can do something to take it back. Just that nice tap in at the end gets it in there.
Great stuff there by the Blue Sloths.
Nice job by the Sloths. That's John and Ray.
Orange Panthers, what are we going to have?
See what they do. It's on their side of the court. Let's see if they can get back ball control. They just miss it. Flying over the top. Everyone misses the
dangerous
ball.
area.
They're trying to get back. John flies back smartly on defense, trying to get an aerial. Does miss it. He might get set up here.
Okay, Orange moving in.
Panthers don't capitalize on it. So that was a gamble by the Sloths. They got lucky. So let's see. Coyle's jumping back to play a little bit of defense.
Oh, open net there. And that is 3. Blue
Sloths
Sloths.
jumping ahead in the lead. Coy tried to play defense a little bit, but just missed it. He went a little too far forward, and then the Sloths capitalized on it.
Great
Let's see
stuff
what they
there
can do
for
now.
the Sloths.
Right now, let's see what he can do. He's got the dead mouse. Oh wait, I think he has. We are
Panthers are going to have to try to figure out a way to try to control the ball a little bit more so they can capitalize on some of these goals.
Nice
This
demolition.
might be one. Great stuff.
The demolition was not worth the score. The Panthers do come back on the board. They have plenty of time left to win this. The demo, so he
2 minutes.
He went for it.
2 minutes.
A little bit of BM ended up resulting in a point. Let's see. Ray jumps back. He's playing D. Let's see what he can do.
All right,
Nice
we
shot.
are
That
going
might be a
towards
lob
the
shot in.
center. Ooh,
It
is. What?
Sloths popping over the top. They just missed it. The Panthers could not. Look at this.
Oh,
Perfect
my
dink over the
God.
top. He
That's
needs to jump up
crazy.
earlier. Oh, Kyle though, he came back and he tried to. You saw he tried to flip his car.
Yeah, they
Put
couldn't,
up.
They couldn't get that far up. So
Man.
that means the Sloths are up 2,
Yeah,
4 to 2.
Let's see if they can close this out. It will be again if the Sloths win this. Again, the hype match with the Armadillos. Oh, and it's
Oh my
tipping
God!
the border.
That was the slowest
oh
goal
my
ever.
God. It was just tightrope in the
What
entry of the goal, and then they're like, let me just seal it. Then hang on. There we go.
Look
Oh my gosh, they're running away with it.
All right.
5-2, 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the clock. The Pacers definitely have to try to make something.
That's it. Blue Sloth on a roll. The ball is now in the blue zone.
Clear. See if the Panthers can get back to clear it. Nice aerial shot to set up Ray. He possibly tapped that in. They did have a little bit of conflict, but it's going to bounce in.
That's it. Another one. Another crazy goal. 6.
Oh my gosh. Another one where they get a little bit of miscommunication, but that last little touch jumps it in.
Crazy.
Oh my gosh, that is 6-2 now.
Absolutely.
1 minute and 27 seconds left. The Sloths are taking a commanding lead here. Let's see what the Panthers can do to get
Trying
back
to intercept that ball. It's just a little bit too high.
Ray's back, playing a little bit of defense. They know they don't need any more points. They just need to play smart, they need to play their game, and they need to stay back.
Orange Panther trying to control the ball.
Koi's going a little
Here
wild
we go,
here.
moving on down the field.
Nice setup shot. Let's see Koi capitalize.
Come on, right in the center.
Nice aerial. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, sneak over the top.
Open net. What are we
Just
going to
a little
have?
wide left. Oh
That's
my
it.
gosh. Let's
We
see what
are in
happens.
the left corner,
John's
down
back.
towards the wall at the center.
John's playing a risky game here. Oh, very nice backflip. on that.
Open net. What are we going to have? Here we
Perfect
go.
shot. That's going to be 7.
7-2, 40 seconds left on the clock.
Lost taking 7-2, 40 seconds, as you just said. They're taking a commanding lead. They're showing that they deserve to be here and they want to fight for that finals. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what they can close out. Let's see if the Orange Panthers can make some miraculous shots. They got to get some quick points if they want any chance of coming back in this. It's pretty much sealed if the Sloths decide to play a good bit of.
That's it. 30 seconds left. The Sloths are out for blood. Oh, open net here. And that
No
is it.
mercy.
8 points.
They are just running
Goal.
all over. As soon as they get that opening, they just run with it. And as long as they got a little bit of ball control and they can handle it. Oh, there's another one. He's
That
gonna
might
try.
be a lot.
This might
That
be
might
another
go
point.
right in.
It's not gonna, I thought he was gonna fly around. Yep, here you go. He's gonna try to set it up. Just nice bank over the top. It's great. It might bounce. No.
10 seconds left.
Ooh.
Go. Just missed. Hits against the left-hand side of the goal.
That was a really good shot though that he had on it. It was
was.
just a little bit off. Dinks it over the top. Now there's a chance to capitalize. They bump each other at the last second.
Hungarian
The Sloths.
Sloths.
The Hungarian Sloths
Wow.
are into the 9th match against the Armadillos. This is the rematch, the rematch of the night.
Yeah.
The Armadillos versus the Sloths. This was the 4th game we saw that went, the only one that went into overtime
Right.
actually.
And it was crazy. That was a crazy, crazy match.
It was a fun match. The last 3 teams in the tournament are the Octopods, the Armadillos, and the Sloths.
Yeah.
And the last match of the last match of the losers bracket is the Armadillos versus Sloths. Let's see who wins that one. That's gonna be a
Losers
fun one.
finals, yeah. Who
What's
would've
your
thought?
bids? Who do you want to win? Or
I don't know. I mean, the Sloths were really on fire. And I had said, because I felt that if the team was playing more recently, that they would be a little bit more warmed up. But I'll tell you what, after I think it was the it was the Smelly Octopods and the Panthers.
Yeah.
The Octopods did so well. So I don't know what's going to happen with that.
I mean, I'm interested to
know.
find out, but I think the Sloths may have it. They from their showing last one, they had a lot of control. They were
Yeah.
setting each other up. They can get those clear shots and run with it, but they're not going to be able to do that exact same thing against the Armadillos. The
No.
Armadillos have a little bit more coordination.
Right, because
It's
they
Denny
know
and-
they know what to do, and they are also going to be better prepared on how to slow that gameplay down.
Not let them take and run with it.
Right.
So
Right.
let's see what they get into. I'm excited. If they do get whoever wins of the 9th match will get the chance to play the Octopods, and then the
That's the finals.
And if the Octopods win it, then they're undefeated of the night, and they run home with the trophy. If not, we go one more match, and then So the Sloths or the Armadillos
Mhm.
have to play 3 matches to win it. They have to
Right.
play the current one and then win twice against the Octopods.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
interesting.
It's going to be interesting to see.
Long
We're
journey.
going to have to see. Yeah.
I mean, I want to see a game 11.
I have a feeling that this match is going to be a very big super aerial
Yeah, I think there's definitely going to be a lot of shots. I think we're going to see a lot of saves. I think we're going to see a lot of things that where because both of those teams are very, very good at playing defense.
Yeah,
Um, like they both have very good shots on the goal too.
right.
So I'm interested to see who does better in what scenario. But it looks like we're jumping into the match now. The blue is the Sloths again, and the Armadillos are the orange. It makes it a little bit easier on us. We see the blue is the same, you know? Okay, so let's see what happens with this one. Again, just to reiterate, Steven and Denny are on the Armadillos, and Ray and John are on the Sloths. Steven's got his miraculous car with his awesome wings. He has to log in every time to, to do that, but that's all right. Let's see what happens. They go out. This is the blood match here.
How are we going to see? Each other is going to try to break the pressure. Right now, we have a loose ball going down the center.
There we go. Steven has a chance to capitalize on it. They do get a nice clear to save to get it across the court. Oh, nice
here we
shot.
go. It could just go right in.
It's going to be a little wide left, but let's see if they can get back control and capitalize on it. Taps it in.
Oh, just off the top backboard.
Steven's trying to clear it, get it on the other side of the field. But John's not gonna let that happen. He sets it up over the top, but a little bit wide, so the Armadillos can't actually do anything.
Right over the goal again. We are in the blue area, working our way towards the center of the field. Hit back down into orange Armadillo
Steven tries
section.
for it. He can't really get it, but tries to set up Denny a little bit. Oh, Denny's gonna try. Here we go. Steven's gonna try to capitalize. Can't quite get it. They do have an opening right now, though. They're gonna take that score.
Open net. What are we gonna have? A goal.
Sloths get on the board. Steven overextends a little bit, tries to get that shot. They clear it right by him, and the Sloths are able to capitalize, take it in, and get that nice shot.
Great stuff by
1-0. 3 minutes and 59 seconds left.
First one.
Oh, standstill right there in the middle. Demolition. That was his opening, though, too. John's going to try to capitalize, but he plays a little hesitant because he doesn't want to lose it.
Trying to get that.
Nice defense on the
Ball
goal.
out of the center. Oh, no.
A little too high on that one, but it was a nice shot. Let's see, we're watching Denny right now. Let's see what he can do. Let's see if Steven sets him up. He does dink it over the up the top.
Great pass there.
Not quite there. They do get a nice clear. The Sloths are playing good defense. Denny tried to clear it up a little bit, but the Sloths have a run on it. That's going to be another goal.
We're working our way down to the orange, and that is it. 2 Sloths, 0 orange Armadillos.
Sloths are running away with it. The Armadillos are playing cold, so they might need a little time. But they have to warm up quick. They've had a minute 30.
But I think a lot of it also has to do with the Sloths passing game really on point here.
Yeah, they're able to run with those clear shots. Let's see. Denny's going back to play a little bit of defense. They do have a little bit of miscommunication there. They're stepping on each other's toes.
We are back down. Uh-oh, this is an open net. What are we going to have?
Nice clear by
Just
Denny.
blocked.
He saves it. Keeps saying clear, this is safe.
Okay, we are down at the blue end. Orange
Denny
Armadillos working the ball.
Steven's on the backside, though. He does get the shot. Oh, that's a lob shot, but he's going to be a little bit. Yeah. I think that might have banged in if they wouldn't have touched it, which good save on their part. I want to see something on the board. They do set it up. Then he tries to get Steven. Steven tries to pop it over the top. Just misses, though.
What are we having? A lot of work in the corner there, going towards center midfield.
It's interesting that if you watch Denny there, he was taking all the orbs so that he had priority on speed to boost back. I don't know if he was meaning to do that, but it was very effective.
Very smart.
Keeping the Sloths at bay on that shot back to the goal.
Okay, and we are working on this left-hand corner of the orange.
But defense, he does get that save. Let's see.
Lobbed up.
Steven over the top. He's going to try to bank it. Denny's watching for it. Steven just needs to tap it over the top. There it is.
Okay, what's the setup going to be?
Nice clear.
Ooh,
nice
great
save.
goalie work there by the blue Sloths.
Steven trying to save it a little bit. But they have a shot. Nope, just misses.
Just missed. Okay, we're going down the center again.
Denny might be able to set up Steven here. Let's see if he banks it across the top. Steven's not able to get onto it. They have a lot of defense. Nice save by the Sloths. They're waiting. They're being patient. They're capitalizing on the right opportunity. save that goal.
And
Steven's
we
got a-
are a minute 30 seconds left.
Steven just set up the blue team. Yep. But he didn't even set up the blue team. He set up his own team to score.
Oh no!
Oh gosh. You
Slots 3.
You never want that ball to just hover. Watch this. It hovers right over the
Yeah.
goal.
That's the worst place. All right, what are we going to have here? Come on, let's go, Armadillos.
Armadillos are falling behind. Steven rushes out trying to get a shot on it. Not me. So it is on the Armadillo side of the field. Let's see if the Sloth can do something with it. Steven does get a nice shot, but there is a Sloth back
Well,
there.
working our way
dodges
down
it.
the blue corner.
Denny has a
Open.
shot.
Oh, just hit out.
You're just showing the defense by the Sloth. I mean, they're making
very good.
awesome saves.
Yeah.
And I think
Sloth's
that'll be
defense
that.
is really on point.
I think that will be a very, very good, strong thing for against the Octopods. Because if you remember, Jim was just scoring every time,
Right.
just on open nets. He just had nice shots. And a team that has a lot of defense, like the Sloths, might be able to pop it, take it from the Octopods. But it's not currently over. It's 30 seconds.
It's possible that we might have another goal. This is the open.
They got to score
Center.
3 real quick, though. That's for sure.
30 seconds are left.
Let's see what happens here. They do not get it. It is on the Armadillo side of the field. The Sloths are just sitting here. They're playing passive. They're like, we're good. We have 3-0. We just need to just play our game. You know?
Armadillo's trying to get the ball out of their area into the blue zone. 10 seconds left.
It does look like we have the first shutout of the night. 3-0. The Sloths look like they're going to get their revenge on the Armadillos and make it into the finals.
That is it.
It's not the nail biter of the other match that went into overtime, but Sloths fought back through. They showed they have a lot of saves. They have a lot of good ball control.
Mhm.
They can get open or shots on open nets.
Right.
And now the Octopods. That's Jim. Jim's been running it all night. He's
Yes.
been toying with a lot of people as well.
He knows what he's doing. This is his game. So
But
it's going to be interesting to see.
can Jim and George
They have
go
to work as a
undefeated all
team.
time?
That's right.
Can they go undefeated on the night, or will the Sloths take it? Will
That's
they take a
right.
game and then see if they can?
I don't
Why is
know.
that?
It's going to be really interesting to see because the Sloths were really doing good teamwork.
Yep.
And we're going to have to see if they're going to be able to keep up the pressure with the passing. And then when they're at a loss, they're going to have to keep that solid defense and try to slow the Octopods down.
Yeah, the Armadillos are out. Denny will not be able to reclaim his trophy. It is now going to be owned by someone else.
That's it.
And the bragging rights are now going to be now are up for grabs. Yeah, so we have a lot of. This is the match of the night.
This
is
is
the 10th
it.
match. This could be the last one, but we hope it goes to 11, right? We
Yeah.
want to see that. We
You
wanna-
know,
we
and
wanna
thanks
see that
so
night.
much to Looking for Group for having this impromptu Rocket League tournaments. You know, follow LFG Pittsburgh
LFG
on Twitter.
PGH. Yep.
You know, we're on Twitch. You know, it's really good stuff.
They do
And
a lot
we're
of
in
streaming.
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
Brookline.
Or
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
No,
Brookline.
yeah, Brookline.
Brookline, Pittsburgh.
In Pennsylvania. Yep. So yeah, we're in the Pittsburgh area. This is again, like I said, I think we've reiterated this a bunch of times, but this is board game night at LFG. You can find out more information at lfgpgh.com. They have a lot of events. They have a lot of stuff going on. They do a lot in the community in the area. There's a lot of cool things. But board game night is tonight. There's people all around us playing different games, different board games tonight. There's Werewolf going on in the back. There's
Yeah.
been, I don't know what that game is over there, but yeah, there's and you can see behind us. It's a cool place. Awesome theme too. You can see the
Mhm.
background was actually hand painted by one of the local artists in the area too.
Yeah.
So he was able to get a lot of there's like Mega Man, there's Smash, there's
All kinds of
these
cool stuff.
different
Classic
artwork.
games, regular
You see some
games,
Tetris in the background with Mario up to the top.
newer games.
It's definitely an awesome place. But I don't know, John, do we want to take a break before the finals, or are we jumping right into it? Do you want to take a couple minute break before? We'll take a 3
3
minute break.
minutes? Okay.
3 minute break, and we'll get into the finals. The Sloths versus the Octopods. Should be a good matchup. It's possibly the last match
Yeah.
of the night.
That's
So-
it. This is the finals, folks.
We'll see you guys in
We'll
a second.
see ya.
to yourself. It's extremely dangerous.
So it looks like we're getting back into it. The game's about to start. The Sloths are blue and the Octopods are orange. This is the last matchup of the night, but maybe not the last match.
Possibly. We are at the finals. Our tournament has boiled down to the blue Sloths and the orange Octopods. What are we going to have here? Let's go.
Again, to reiterate, if the Octopods win, it is over. But if the Sloths manage to take one out, they will have to fight again against the Octopods to seal that victory. So let's see where it goes.
We both have two misses.
Jim is trying to clear it. Oh wait, no, sorry. Jim is trying to score. Right? He's got a lot of ball control on it, but the Sloths are able to clear it. It's going back to the Octopod side of the field, but Jim rushes back to clear it.
Okay, ball down on the orange Octopod side, pushing down back to the blue Sloth side.
George was setting up Jim there, but they didn't quite get it. The Sloths have ball control now. Jim's rushing back. George is already back there to play defense. Jim just gets a nice save over the top.
Great save.
Nice shot by the Sloths, but Jim was able to fly up there and do a backflip and flip it out.
These guys are doing such a great job at stopping the progression of any setups that they could have on scoring.
I just want to point out there, George almost got a score on him. That was so close. Oh, that would have been a highlight right there.
Wild.
John trying to get some ball control here. Jim is back on defense. He does clear it. Now he's setting up, so hopefully they can. Let's see.
Hey, this is a possibility right here. Up, cleared across the front of the net.
John almost tapped it in himself. He's trying to get control here. Jim is back. He clears it back, but that's a nice shot on the goal. Oh, he just misses it. He would have been able to tap that in. He's going back for those energy charges to rush back to his own goal. See him fly back there. Jeez. John is back playing defense. This is what they are good at. The Sloths have some amazing D.
Okay, orange
dribbling it in.
balls going back down to the blue side. Ooh, just missed. And the orange Octopods score first.
Jim's able to control that. He's able to bounce it right over the top. Almost tapped it. He had a nice backflip save, but attempt at a save, but just missed it. So just a small execution error. Right decision. So let's see, Jim's playing defense. He knows they are up, so they do not need to be the aggressors, but he will be the aggressor if he sees an opportunity. He jumps back. He's going to try to get control.
Here we go. Open net.
John able to last second get a touch on the ball. Jim was trying to clear it. He couldn't quite get there in time though. Watch this. Tries to clear it. John taps it right into the goal. It is 1-1. 2 minutes and 59 seconds left. Plenty of time. Tie game. It's anyone's point at this game at this point.
All right.
Nice demolition.
Have a good game here. Both these guys, both these teams are ready to go. Oh, wow, just missed an open net right there. Oh my God, what are we gonna have? Knocked out of the front of the orange net.
Jim was able to clear that very nicely. Now he's controlled, but they are back on defense. That's what they do best.
Great block there by the blue team, blue Sloth.
Jim's back there, he does get the clear. He's gonna have ball control again, but John's running back to get to play defense. John's back there, he's going to clear. Just misses.
Just past blue team.
Jim did not have ball control either, so George is running up there as well. Jim goes back. There is the opportunity.
So I thought that was going to be
trying to set him up.
Orange goal. Come on.
Jim gets first touch though. But with John was trying to score that in. He's playing defense right now. Let's see if they can clear it out and get another setup on the goal. Oh, nice demo.
Okay, we are working our way back
Jim has an open
down
net.
To the blue Sloth side, and that is it.
Nice score.
Orange Octopods.
2-1 Octopods take the lead. Jim gets a breakaway right here, has an open net, and you know if you give Jim an open net, he's gonna score. He has such a dead eye on the goal. But there's just a one small calculation error on the Sloth.
People are cheering in the audience. It's a tense match. Tense.
Ray and John, they're trying to get it.
Just missed that pass.
Jim's back on defense. He's eyeing it up. Ray and John need to start setting these plays up. They are playing amazing defense, but
All right, we are down.
Look at that shot on the goal.
What are we gonna have? Ooh!
Jim banks it off the top, able to tip the nose of the car and get that perfect shot over the top. That is a hard one to block. Look at that. You can't really do anything against that. I mean you can, but that's tough.
That was a tough one. That means that is 3 Octopods, 2 Sloths, and we are at 1:27 on the clock.
Yeah, so it looks like they're running away with it. The Sloths have to pick up their game, otherwise this is going to be a runaway with the Octopods. Nice float across. George just misses it.
Down in the orange Octopod area.
Look
Here we go. Blue Sloth has an open net. Come on.
Nice tip in there. Now we have a match. It's 2-3 minute and 7 seconds left. It's still anyone's game right now. The Octopods are up, but the Sloths are coming back. They're showing they have some control. I love how George is running interference. He's bumping them. He's playing his part.
All right, what are we going to have? We are center midfield right now. Working the ball down to the blue Sloth area.
Jim's sitting back. He can't let another shot like that go in. He
1
knows
minute
he's up.
is now remaining. We are 2 blue Sloths.
Nice shot on the goal. That might go in. Oh, just a little high.
Off the back of the blue goal.
So Ray's going to try to make a shot on the goal. Jim is in place though, but he
right
brings
across
it over the
the orange net.
They're playing it. They're tapping it right back and forth. Jim's still back on defense. He's in position. Let's see if he can get a stop on it.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left. Sloths need to make something happen. Jim knows he just needs to play D, so he's just going to sit back. He's not worried about it.
This match is still so close. These guys are really going at it. Okay, what are we going to have here? Orange Octopods in control.
Jim just misses it. They have 10 seconds to execute on this. John needs to make George runs a nice shot over the top. That is going to delay the game long enough to take it. Octopods with the victory, 3-2.
That is it.
They're-
Awesome stuff for the Octopods.
They're undefeated on the night. That is Jim and George taking the LFG's impromptu Rocket League tournament. There was some fun games of the night. Octopods
Amazing.
had a commanding run. Sloss lost in their first bracket in the winners bracket, fought their way back through the losers bracket to have a chance to compete, and wasn't able to pull it off in the end. But at least they did have a fighting run on it.
That's it. And Jim and George are going to take home this custom handmade Rocket League
Trophy.
trophy. Yeah.
So it's going to be fun. We might get Jim or George or whoever wants to come on here and give them the
That's it.
trophy. They do get a shirt. And yeah, so actually here's the winner right now. Jim, you want to come over? Just come over on camera and then we can give you the trophy here.
Yeah.
Here, I'll let you scoot over here. So this is the winner of the night. This is Jim the man himself, the Deadeye shot.
Way too much time on Rocket League.
Way too much time on Rocket League, he says.
All right, camera. Hey.
It was
Hello,
an awesome
Internet.
tournament. You were running it. I know you were fooling around and toying with people a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah,
George is there.
That's
This is
it.
the
He
other
did a
man
great
of the
job.
hour.
Jim is the man. Jim is the man. Without him.
George
You
running
gotta-
interference
you gotta-
most of the night. It was good. I saw we kept waiting for them shots that were going in. Like
That
we're like,
was
George,
it.
yes, yes.
A lot of smart.
Congratulations.
I got $2. $2. I had $2 in the whole thing.
You definitely did a lot of things. It was awesome. All right, congratulations. That was the Rocket League tournament.
The amazing trophy he made.
Yeah. I know. It's
And
beautiful.
LFG
You did a good
for
job.
putting on this great tournament.
Yeah. Remember, lfgpgh.com. Go to the website, find a bunch of events. There's a lot of cool things going on here. They do so much. I don't know how they actually do all this. It's crazy. But they kind of have their hand in everything. So check out the website. Come check out the actual space.
Yeah.
It's an awesome space.
Yeah.
Come out here.
Awesome
And-
stuff. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we're going to be able to do a lot more with this stream and everything and keep watching this LFG stream.
And yeah, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.